think I'm on speed dial.
Hey everybody! Welcome to Wrestling Gab. Sorry we're a little bit late. They have started a match today, or tonight. First match on the pre-show is the Carmella versus Liv Morgan match. That is what's happening right this second. If you are watching the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, if you are in the chat, just give us a second here. Just trying to do a couple things. But otherwise, it looks like we've got Carmella on the outside. Liv is beating her. Ooh, Carmella gave her a good sweep to her leg and made Liv fall down onto the, whatchamacallit? The ring apron. That's the words I was looking for, you guys. It's over here. Still, I was going to try to get mine to go.
You can. Keep trying to play with it.
Anyways.
All right, Liv Morgan rolled in. Carmella almost had her right there.
She did. Almost had her.
I'm pretty sure that the smoke show is going to lose this one.
You think that the prettiest what is going to... The most beautiful woman in WWE is going to lose? That's ridiculous.
Oh, what happened to the screen?
I changed it to the chat.
I don't know if our microphones were working.
It said it was. I saw it was working.
Right, but I don't know if it's that one or this one. I was going to read it.
It looks like the top one.
Audio input
capture?
Video
Isn't video capture device the camera?
I guess. Yes, sir. I just was listening to our audio with Joe, and it was horrible. All right, we're here.
Yes. Trying to get some other stuff working, but that's not working. All right, looks like we do have some people in the chat with us. As Trey Sellers in the chat.
Hey, Trey.
Okay.
Thanks for
who is tired. Sauce, pay-per-view is going to be lit. Lots of stuff.
The whole thing, just hand it.
This?
Yep.
I restarted my device and everything, so. Anyways, Ravi's in the chat. Sophie's in the chat. Thomas Akers is in the chat. Says, who do you got in the 6-man tag match? Didn't know there was a 6-man tag match.
6-man. Oh, fatal 3-way, you mean? The triple threat?
Are you talking about, are you talking about the United States Championship? Unless they added something at the end that we didn't know about.
I think we're watching the Spanish one. Or we're just getting both. Are you guys getting both at home? Because I'm pretty sure I hear Michael Cole and Spanish. It's funny because I don't need the commentators because I can do it for myself.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
See? I hear Cole. Are you guys getting both the Spanish and the English?
Is anybody out there actually watching the pay-per-view?
Right,
anyways, we have Ayla in the chat. Ayla says, I did live through the night. Haha, sorry to disappoint. Robbie says, Ayla been on the sauce tonight. Sophie says, for a non-wrestling fan, Ayla is in here a lot. She's just very supportive of her fam. Falcon is in the chat.
Hey,
Yo, Falcon, how's it going, man? Thanks for joining us, everybody.
We just have a little bit of technical difficulties. She's going to be carrying the show for a second while I learn how to find apps.
Unmute your stuff, Ravi, just for a second and tell us if you're hearing the announcers in English and in Spanish. I don't know if you're, well, no, you're watching it on something else. You're probably not watching it on Peacock. Never mind. Who else is watching it on Peacock tonight? Anybody? But Ravi says that Liv is looking mint tonight, which she possibly could be.
I forgot to turn that one off, though. That's not going to work, so I just did all that for Nathan.
Wow, Liv is all over Carmella. She got her, ran slowly to her in the corner, which is so creepy weird.
Well, they have to do that. Liv is so botchy that it's hard to watch. Like, she does this, like, back bend thing, but it's so slow motion that it's kind of cringe.
She, like, literally ran from one corner to the other, and it took her, like, 50 seconds. At least. Is she gonna get the pin? No, Carmella kicked out on a 2 count. Wow, that's insane. Robbie's like, I'm hearing it in German. Well, that's probably way better. So it's like, wow, female match lasting more than a minute. Well, they'd have to with this. Thomas says, yes, I've got English and Spanish also.
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure that it wasn't just our Peacock that was all freaky. Okay. we're here because we were hearing both announced teams.
I'm hearing both. I'm fine with it.
I mean, I don't care. They don't always say anything that's that important anyways. Every once in a while they might mention something that is important, but it's kind of few and far.
I think they fixed it.
They finally fixed it. Yeah, there's no Spanish now. I think they fixed it. Robbie's like, nah, it's English for me. Whatever. That probably is German to you.
What do you think that was called?
Maybe you can only watch it on one device at a time. Walter says the pay-per-view card will be good. Maybe they changed their rules. They probably changed their rules to something fucking stupid.
But I think it would kick me off and allow this one. Let me try to watch.
Or asked, I guess, maybe. Sophie says, I'm not paying any attention to the commentary. I usually skip the kickoff shows. Yeah, but sometimes they do have important matches in the kickoff shows. And this was actually a match that was on the card. So that's kind of interesting. Robbie's like, or whatever you guys speak. I know you probably speak Hindu, but, come on. Or Hindi.
It's a hard one. I don't know what I speak. Sometimes it's just garbly goop.
It's not really English. I guess it's American.
So that works.
So, it's funny, our chicken coop has those little holes in it, right? Uh-huh. So, looking at it through the little fence stuff, looks like it has eyes.
Yep.
It's kind of funny.
So, it's got to be something to do with that. Like, maybe they're not allowing it to be viewed on more than one device.
Possibly.
They've never done that before.
Nope. Oh, Carmella had Liv in her weird little over-the-rope hold with her legs.
I'm going to try it instead.
Oh, Liv tried to give her a offensive punch, but Carmella ducked out of it. Carmella is taking this to town. She's just beating the fucking shit out of Liv right now.
Beat that ass.
Beat her.
Both of these girls look fantastic. Liv has a little bit cuter face, but the body's not closed. Oh, Carmella face first. That's that face injury again.
Walter's in the chat. Hey, Walter, says the Peacock did English and others speaking funny. LOL. That's right. Film is in the chat. Says, hey, what's up? I'm here. Sweet. No, Sophie says this match they could have saved for SmackDown next week. And Liv did win. It was all of us guessing that it would happen. Yes, it was Liv Morgan with all the pushing they have been giving her. She's not going to get up and cry in the corner, let's hope. Or is she going to cry because she won?
She does like to cry.
Because she's just a crybaby about everything that happens to her in life. Whether it's good or bad, she just cries. It's pretty sad. Anyways, films like Liv. Yes, Sophie says, today my house lost power, but only for a second, 3 different times. I hate it when that happens because sometimes it lasts just long enough that you still have to
reset everything.
Reset it. Like if you have like your microwave clock or something like that.
Right.
As film says, she totally deserves it. Whereas like D crying that Liv won. Am I crying that she won? I guessed on my prediction show that she would win. So I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't cry about it if
Carmella
she won.
is the pretty stepping stone for the women's division.
Which is pretty pathetic. But, hey.
It is what it is.
Right? Films like losing your power in your own house is ridiculous.
I feel like if the power goes out, they should take that off your bill. But I guess they do. They only charge it for what you use. So if your power's not being used, they don't charge you for it.
Right. It says you're able to have 3 concurrent streams on your account.
Right, but you're probably talking about Peacock.
That's what I'm talking about.
WWE only allows 1. So I'm going to see if I can do it on my phone. I don't know if you have Peacock on here. So I got to do a whole bunch to get it on mine. Try to find the login information. Unless you already have it on yours.
I don't think I do.
All right, we got 10 minutes, 30 seconds.
Until they start the actual pay-per-view. That was the pre-show stuff. Right now, they're just going to be talking about whatever was happening.
TikTok.
Booker T and Toasty Marshmallow, JBL, and 2 people. I have no idea who they are. Oh, that one guy that's in the back with the weird English accent.
Uh-huh.
And then the other bald dude that I don't know who he is, and nor do I care.
Yeah, he's like a radio host.
Luna says I keep hearing the commentary in Spanish. It was there. Sophie says, I wonder what pay-per-view will be the one they are going to take to the United Kingdom next September.
I am excited for you guys, though.
That's pretty cool that you guys are getting stuff over there in the UK. Sophie is not in the UK, but yes, the other people in our chat that are from the UK, that's amazing that you guys are going to be able to have some WWE stuff over there. That's pretty cool.
Well, their fans are fantastic.
And who knows, it might be a special pay-per-view. You know, it might be one specifically for the UK, or it might be one that they normally do. Robbie says, D, with your hair down makes you look piff. Oh, thanks, Robbie. I appreciate that. Otherwise, I'm so hideous. I know. Film is like, did you make a prediction if Alexa Bliss will win the title? Yes, we predicted the whole thing. Our prediction
show was
yesterday. While we have 10 minutes, I guess I can go over it. We did go over the 6 matches that we know of that were going to happen on the card. Liv Morgan versus Carmella was one. Travis and I both went for Liv Morgan, who won. The next one we talked about was the United States Championship, which is Damian Priest, the champion, versus Sheamus versus Jeff Hardy. That's a triple threat. And let's see, Travis went for Damian Priest. I went for Damian Priest. Joe was going to go for Jeff Hardy, but he went with Damian Priest instead. Then we had the Raw Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair, the champion, versus Bliss. Joe went with Bliss, and Travis and I went with Charlotte Flair, actually, to retain and not really win the title quite yet. SmackDown Tag Team Championship is the Usos versus the Street Profits. The Usos are the champions right now. Travis and I also went for the Usos to retain that championship. The SmackDown Women's Championship, Becky Lynch is the champion versus Bianca Belair. Travis and I also, on that one, decided that Becky Lynch would retain that championship for now. We're not sure who will get it in the future, but, you know, it just would seem weird if she came back for 2 seconds to have it and then lost it. Universal Championship is what we're going to say is probably going to be the main event tonight. Just because it's the only Extreme Rules match, which is Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor. The Demon, not Finn Balor, but Finn Balor as the Demon. And, of course, Roman Reigns is your champion. Travis and I pretty much went that Roman Reigns is going to retain his championship on this, too. So, there you go. Lots of retaining of championships tonight.
Yeah, it's a 1,000 to 1 or whatever.
Walter says, is Brandon or Ayla coming over for pay-per-view? No, not this time, Walter. Luna says, I keep hearing the commentary in Spanish. Sophie says, my internet was also being weird by going on and off for most of the day.
So if you're hearing it in Spanish still and you're not hearing any English, you're on the Spanish feed. So you need to leave and then come back in and hit the English feed. But if you're hearing it in both, that was just a mess up they were doing here, too.
That's funny.
It's been weird.
My internet was also being weird.
It's been on for about...
I don't know why then. What's that weird triangle notification on that tablet? Luke is in the chat. Hey, Luke. Luke says this is unwatchable on Peacock. Both English and Spanish announcers can be heard and is absolutely maddening.
Well,
and that stopped immediately. Right when we made a complaint about it, it stopped about 3 seconds, like
ours
about
was doing
a couple minutes after.
And
and it hadn't done it for like the last part of the Liv and Carmella match, which your little Liv girl won, so there you go. Film says, I hope the pay-per-view gets extreme, not normal matchup. Most of them are going to be normal. The only one that's actually an extreme.
There's 2 extremes.
I don't know. Do you really call a triple threat an extreme?
There's no rules, so it's the exact same thing as an Extreme Rules.
Thomas says, I think the New Day will win. The New Day is not actually in a match.
So the New Day rocks.
Walter says, hey, Luke, yes. Film says the good old UK. Robbie says the panel are frauds too, except Kayla. Film says the UK is so great. Sophie says the last time the WWE hosted a pay-per-view in the United Kingdom was in 2003. That's shocking to me. Supernova Zap is in the chat saying, I wish it aired not on Peacock, but on its own WWE app. And Robbie says, if AEW come to the UK, I might look at that. Robbie says the frauds will win tonight. The Film Nation says the WWE app is a lot better than Peacock. Yes, it was. And people in the UK still get to use the WWE app for right now. Sophie says, do you think they should hold a pay-per-view on one of their networks like what AEW did with their Grand Slam shows?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, so just have it on USA? No.
Film says, Bliss is so sweetheart.
I mean, it'd be cool if they did that.
And Ayla says,
not going down.
Luke, hi. And Luke says, I'm hearing both at same time still, hearing both at the same time still. Robbie says, bit of an ironic name for a pay-per-view if there is only one Extreme Rules match. Luke's like, mine hasn't stopped then. Weird, ours stopped.
Yeah.
So.
I complained about it and it just stopped. Just kidding.
You gotta complain about it out loud. Did you say it out loud or are you just typing it? Looks like mine hasn't stopped then. Film Nation says, come on, internet, stop acting weird. Orlando Lee is in the chat saying, what's up, Gab? Not much. What's up with you? Robbie says, I'm good with my stream.
Thumbs ups. We need thumbs ups from everybody. If you haven't done a thumbs up, I want like 20 thumbs ups.
Give us 500 thumbs up. How do we forget about the Damian? Why is his cheesecake? He's been eating cheesecake and stuff. That's so weird.
Well, you're more than welcome to take that and choose. It's fine.
It's working over there now.
It'll show. But it's fine. That's cool.
It's fine. I can just watch her.
It's good. But no, it's fine. I'd rather have it.
No, you wouldn't. You can't see.
I can see it just fine. It's got better resolution. See how much better the quality is?
So you can be ahead. That's really
Do you want me to pause it?
You're like, I just want to be ahead.
There. I paused it.
Kayla was back there being all mean to Paul Heyman.
Oh
Robbie says, I think they should hurry up and get the pay-per-view started. Looks like we both yelled out loud, LOL. Roberto's in the chat. Hey, Roberto! Luke says, but I got what I wanted to live when, so I'm done.
And the pay-per-view's over.
Yeah, you don't even have to watch the rest of the pay-per-view. You could just go to sleep.
So hypothetically, there's only 5 matches. This could last 2.5 hours.
True. Sophie says, why do you think they didn't do Bobby versus Big E tonight? That still could be a possibility, you guys. This match...
Things can happen backstage that cause something to happen. We've seen it in the past.
Well, match card is always subject to change no matter what. They've said it a million times. Maybe you guys should write it down and take notes.
I'll be.
No! I'm not. It's ridiculous. Like, come on. There are rumored matches out there, possibly. So, they don't rumor a lot of shit that they do.
I might be in the backyard. You guys might see me in the
Robbie says if the New Day win, they need to end the show for that fraudulent action. Chris is in the chat. Hey, Chris says, I swear if the demon has the red, like, I'm gonna be pissed because they take something again that was the Fiends. Sophie says, yeah, Keenan might also be getting an AEW pay-per-view next year as well. Good for them.
Don't mind me. Can you see over here?
I'm not even on our staff, so I have no idea.
Can you see?
Yeah?
Can you see how many flies? There's at least 4,000.
Of course there is. It's disgusting. Why is he drooling? Ew, gross.
The flies are eating the membrane.
They might be.
That's why it's not forming. That's what they used to do with my one cut that I got from the dog bite.
Yeah.
And so it never scabbed, but it healed.
Right. As long as they don't lay eggs in there.
Well, they can't because it's not raw. Rotten, not raw. It's definitely raw. Hey, what is that?
What is what?
This right here.
I guess it's a 6-man tag thing. I guess that's what they were talking about. See, they must have talked about it in the pre-show. See, match card is subject to change, guys.
Hurry and get on Joe DeBrus and ask him who he's picking.
You asking?
I don't have my name anymore, so I'd have to go change my account.
I don't have a name either. Doesn't know me. Nobody does. I'm glad about that. Nobody needs to know me. Things aren't working anyways on YouTube. It's being stupid. Stupid. Why is everything so stupid?
Where's my headset?
I don't know what you did with it. My headset, so I can talk about stuff.
All right, anybody, if you're new, make sure you're liking, subscribing, hanging out with us. What's the other things they do? Bell icons.
That.
My cousin Tony, when we first started this, he's like, I cannot wait to hear you say, and click the bell icon. So I've never actually said it before.
Right.
Because I'm like, I'm not going to say it. So the New Day is going to wrestle tonight, and obviously the New Day is going to win. I guess Xavier Woods could lose. How are they going to start it off, or was it that match? Is that what they were showing? I wasn't here, so I have no idea. Was that a triple threat, or that 6-man tag team next? Was it first?
Yes. It's happening now.
All right, we're going to get it first. How many people do you have in there? Bunch, or just
16, including me, so I'll leave.
I just want him to answer your question. Kind of excited for this pay-per-view. It's just like an average show. It's like a really good Monday Night Raw card, but it does look good. With Becky trying to be Conor McGregor and his her big feathery coat and her attitude. Don't be Conor McGregor. Be Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch got over on her own. You know what I mean? She did it on her own, despite all odds. And now she's trying to be somebody else. Don't do that. Don't do that. Anyways, we're just waiting for the show to get started. Right now, they're just showing the match card, basically.
Show's going for the New Day.
New Day, as we are. We are also going for the New Day. New Day? Because they rock. Well, that takes out one of those bottom matches for Shizzle. And tonight, anything goes. Is there a match in No Rules match? Becky was swinging a stick.
Were she?
Yeah. She says, and tonight, anything goes, and she swung a stick. We'll be in the shade. Do you see how far I had to put the shade back over here?
Uh-huh. Actually over there.
I'm sure I was in the background. I'm surprised nobody said anything, didn't say anything. Gotta have Vindicator in there, because he's the one that would say something.
Okay. Out of his, back in
Do you want that? Over
what?
there?
No, it's fine.
Sounds like closer to me.
Oh, let's
Don't touch
see.
these.
I guess I gotta get back into our stuff now.
Extreme!
Alright, sorry guys. I was
started out with the New Day.
So we do have the 6-man tag match that somebody mentioned earlier, which they must have mentioned during the pre-show part, probably the earlier part of the pre-show that they were going to do this match. This will take away the fact that there might be that WWE Championship Big E versus Bobby Lashley match. So that was kind of a good rumor though, right? It is kind of Big E versus Bobby Lashley. It's just included with the other two dorks of the New Day versus AJ Styles and Omos. So now you got that
Bobby
going on.
Lashley in it?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
He's the third member of AJ Styles and Omos. It's Bobby Lashley.
So AJ gonna get beat by Big E? Is that how that's gonna work?
I don't know.
Is this the time to push Omos? By the way, this is a fantastic time.
Time to push Omos, yeah. For him to beat up all three of them would be perfect. I'd be okay with that. Let's see. Sophie said that. So Robbie says, if the New Day win, they need to end the show for that fraudulent action. Chris says that.
I
Sophie
remember
says
that.
Okay. Luke says, during the Living versus Carmella match, they announced a 6-man tag match between Big E and New Day versus Bobby, AJ, and Amos. See, there you go. Film says, hold on, I'm back. My internet is acting weird as well. Robbie says, D showing people how to suck lemons. Luke said, LOL, Trav. I got so confused for a sec. Because he was asking if you guys could see, but he was talking to me. I don't know what you guys. Could you hear him clear back there? That's amazing.
Could you see me running around the backyard moving a canopy?
Sophie says, is Travis doing a magic act in the backyard with the tent? Yes. Robbie said, of course, Roman is going to win. Are the panel thick? Yes, thick as a 2x4.
My dog is paralyzed, and I've got him on a bed over there, but the sun's way over there, and I didn't want him in the sun, so I had to move the tent so the shade hits him. The tree was shading him, but now the tree shade moved, and I don't like him just to sit in the
hot sun.
In the hot sun. So
it's still like almost 80 degrees out here, guys, so it's pretty warm for us. It's like 84 or something.
AJ Styles.
Sophie says before they added the 6-man tag, the pay-per-view would have been 5 matches since they moved Carmella versus Liv to the pre-show. Right. Film says they changed it. Wow, not that I least expected. Sophie says they replaced Ric Flair in the opening with Ultimate Warrior. Chris says also earlier on the WWE talk show, The Bump, Charlotte said she was going to have ring gear inspired by like the darkness taking over her, is what she said. Probably going to imitate Bliss. Sophia is in the chat. Hey, Dalitha. Hey, Sophia. Sophie says, too bad they didn't do the draft in August when there were rumors about it happening months ago.
Right.
Sophia says, look at Dalitha with straight hair. Get it, girl. Yeah, totally. Got my hair down. And I don't care. Film Nations in the chat says that was so funny that Lynch pulled off on McConnell McGregor. LOL. I was like, LOL, Travis is funny. A really good Monday Night Raw.
It is.
Film Nations, ha ha ha. Sophia's Becky and McGregor should have had kids instead of Seth Rollins. Film Nations, like money. Let's get it started.
Gingers.
Right? Little gingers running around.
Little angry ones.
Well, little angry gingers. Sophie says they added the 6-man tag, they already have it in the opening of the show. That was quick. Robbie message retracted. Orlando Lee says, Travis Javen said, hey.
Hey! Good to see you in here.
Film says, who's your favorite WWE female superstar right now?
That's tough. Becky, probably.
Robbie says, Belair getting Clarkton is going to be so good tonight. Laura Kinghorn is in the chat. Hey, Laura. I'm seriously happy for Liv Morgan. You and a lot of other people, Laura. Glad she's got fans. Film says, yes, I saw that in the background. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully your dog feels better. Robbie says, Big E so stinky as champ. Where is my air freshener? Well, you know. 260 pounds.
I feel like they were building him up to be the next Brock Lesnar. They signed Brock and took the title off of him. I was like, he was so close. Because I think they could have kept going in that direction. Kept him champion for a while, but
right.
They decided to drop the title off of him.
Right. Sophie says, you mean Keith Bearcat Lee, Travis?
Oh, yeah. The old Bearcat.
And Vindicator's on the chat. Hey, Vince, tonight is so extreme. Delightful. Finally let loose. I let down her hair for the occasion. Sweet. Yeah, that's me.
You're going to have to start putting it down more often. Have to start changing your routine so it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
I don't like washing my hair that often. It's bad for it.
It's not often. It's every other day.
But that's a lot more days during the week when I work. That means having to get up earlier.
5 o'clock.
More days. And I don't want to. Right, it's like D hating on Liv, winning. D such a hater. Come on, D. Let the gal have her time. I never said she can have her time. She can have her time all over the place. She can throw up all over herself for all I care. Sophie's like, maybe they are saving Bobby versus Big E one-on-one for tomorrow, or if they are still on the same brand after the draft for the last pay-per-view of the year.
Who knows what they're going to do. To me, they never push TLC. TLC is kind of a gimmick pay-per-view anyways. They're not going to push it. Like championships and stuff being changed hands, I wouldn't assume. Major championships. Might seem like Nakamura lose or something. Or Damian Priest.
Robbie's giving big laughy faces, and Sophie says, we know that we are getting Bobby versus Goldberg for Crown Jewel. And Vindicator's like, hey, Travis, who's been camping under that tent behind you? That would be Argus.
That would be Argus. That's my dog. He's all broken. Pretty sad over there.
As Robbie says, a little D drinking the haterade. Well, you know, Robbie, I have to fall in line with you about the hating.
New
Day sucks. New day sucks.
I remember those
New
chants.
day sucks. Lots of sucking. Especially
like
that one.
Shoot.
Especially the third wheel that's out there right now.
People like this group.
The third wheel just makes the group stupid. Never said that people couldn't like him. People can love him all they want. Doesn't mean I have to like him.
All right.
Robbie's like drowned fool pay-per-view. What joy. Yeah, you can tell your excitement.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
AJ Styles.
You're probably going to record it and watch it over and
there
over
with
and over
Xavier
again.
Woods. Xavier got right to the ropes. There's no way it's over.
So it's like, remember when they were hinting at Roman versus Shinsuke at some point, either at the end of last year, at the beginning of this year, what happened? They pushed Shinsuke into a title instead.
Yeah, they just went a little bit different route.
They gave him a low-key title instead of something major and let him have his own little thing. Seems to be doing pretty good for himself. I really think it's sad. I think Cesaro should have been pushed in that position. We haven't seen Cesaro for a while since Shinsuke won that belt, which is fucking lame as fuck. Vindicator's like, I'll delete that versus Robbie will likely be the most extreme match of the night.
And it could be.
Robbie's like, D, how you shifting
TLC.
the blame on me? It's really easy. You seem like the type of person that should have blame shifted upon them all the time.
Just shift it. Da-da-da-da-da.
Who's favoring their left leg?
Anybody that's favoring it.
Kofi's favoring his left leg?
But anyways, we got Kofi Kingston.
Is it broken?
Wait,
yeah. Kofi tagged Big E in. I hope AJ goes over and tags Amos in for you.
Go get him, AJ.
He's like, all right. You want tagged in?
AJ can handle the big man. Big E's in mid-Carter with the title.
He's like, no man. That title.
All right, let's go get him. Oh, gets hit with a big clothesline.
Mm-hmm.
Why would AJ Styles try to
I don't know why he just went over there and give Amos the chance.
He just threw him in the corner. He wants Bobby, which is horse shit. What are they trying to make Big E look like he's tough or something?
Yeah, he's like, I could totally beat you even if you aren't a broken man.
Now, Bobby does have that injured knee, so this might...
Supposedly. Sophie says last year, after the draft, they were planting the seeds for a Rollins versus Daniel Bryan feud that didn't go nowhere.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
Robbie says, Vindicator, I got $50 on myself that I will beat D.
Uh-oh.
Vindicator's like, that's weird. No steel cages, bull strap, or barbed wire, or inferno matches here. Why is this event called Extreme Rules again? Because they're pussies. They're a bunch of fucking pussies.
It's PG Extreme. It's not like Extreme.
Their Extreme Rules are that they're going to throw water in one of the other's faces and then get offended by it later.
That's Johnny Drip.
That's
we haven't
totally
seen him
offensive.
for a couple weeks either.
That's extreme. Sophie says maybe we could see Big E versus AJ Styles at Crown Jewel. That will be a fresh feud.
I would like to see that. I doubt we're going to see anything like that, though, but I would like to see it. Maybe AJ can get another title run. By putting the title on Big E, it does look like they can just put it on anybody now.
Yeah,
and I like that, so they can... There's a lot of guys that can get that title.
Totally. It's just a garbage title now. I mean, anybody can win it. You know who should win it next? I have a great idea. Drake Maverick should win it next.
No.
He should be the fucking WWE champion. Oh my god, that makes perfect sense. Yes, I think that's a perfect idea. They should put it on him. Why would you want
Drake Maverick to be a champion?
Because it's as far-fetched as you could possibly get. It's about who has it right now.
Becky's not that bad.
Oh, he's pretty far-fetched.
He's strong. Oh, Kofi down on his own arm. Is he okay? Looks like he popped back up, so we're good.
Vindicator says, and ouch, it's tough for the New Day big man to get respect from the wrestling encyclopedia known as Travis Scott. Sophie says they should have changed this pay-per-view name to No Mercy instead of Extreme Rules.
Yeah, they need to get rid of this pay-per-view if they're going to do that.
Film says, what's next for Johnny Gargano? I don't know. Isn't his wife pregnant? Isn't he supposed to become a dad?
Have babies. Get the most money that he can wherever he's going to sign, if he's going to sign with WWE or wherever he goes. And just, I don't know, maybe he can follow, who's the guy, Roderick Strong? Is he the 205 champion? Maybe Johnny Wrestling go get the 205 belt. I don't know what Vince is doing down in NXT, so that's about the only opportunity he has at another title, I would assume.
Right.
In WWE. I mean, I guess they could put him on the main roster and make some sort of storyline where he got the Intercontinental title or something. Some people would be happy.
Right.
But a lot of people don't like Johnny Wrestling. But I think he has to do what's best for his family at this point, not what's best for his career. True. And WWE is going to pay him more money than AEW for Impact. Although I feel like if he went to Impact, he could be champion there, because they do like the smaller guys. Who was that one little guy that went over there?
I can't help you there. When was it? Maybe people out there can
2 years ago. He was in WWE for a minute, and he ended up going back over to Impact. But he came from there, and then he came here, and he didn't cut it, and so he went back. I can't remember what his name was, but he's a tiny guy. But yeah, that never worked out. So Vince doesn't like those little guys, and so when they make it on the main roster, like that's the thing. Like I have no idea how AJ Styles did it, except for he was a megastar.
Right.
So when they signed AJ, they're like, okay. And then they did put a title on him. They even had him beat Jinder Mahal, which is obviously a Vince guy.
Mm-hmm.
But he hasn't had it since.
Yeah.
Now he's just a mid-carder on a tag team championship.
Wow, Amos, you beat the crap out of Kofi. Because that's what's happening right now. Amos is beating the living poo-poo out of Kofi Kingston.
Right.
He doesn't know where he is. He's like, is this my corner? This ain't your corner.
Amos beating up Kofi, but Amos got to go one-on-one with Big E.
Right? Robbie says LD ain't heard that pussy word used in ages, right? Film Nation's like, huh? And Sophie says AEW is going to introduce the TBS Championship for the women, which doesn't make sense.
I know. With the TNT title for the men and TBS title for the... It is weird, but it'll be fantastic. I'm okay with having
mid-card title for the women's fine.
I don't know about calling it that. Just call it the television title and be done with it. You don't have to name it after your network.
Right.
And what happens if TBS or TNT doesn't re-sign them after their contract's up, and they or another company bids on them and wins, like NBC or something?
Right.
You know what I mean? Then
yeah,
what?
I do know what you mean.
You have to change your title.
Why wouldn't you just come up with names for them? Like, why wouldn't you have just like a... not just... No, it can't be. I mean, the men's, yeah, I could see that. But the women's, I wouldn't call it the same thing. That's just weird. That's weird.
They used to call things like North American Championship, or... Obviously, that's where the Intercontinental is inside the United States.
Right.
Or the U.S. Championship.
Right. Which is funny, because it's the same.
It is.
Let's see. Sophie said that Film Nation's like, Travis Scott, question mark. Film Nation also says, is that the guy who sings I Got These Goosebumps every time?
I have no idea. I do not. I can honestly tell you, I'm pretty sure I've never heard any of his music, even though it's my name.
And Robbie, his prediction for Gargano is a seat at Titus Catering. Vindicator says Malachi Black might as well shock people and take the title from Big E just for laughs. Film Nation says, no, I want to see Johnny Gargano as WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I like Johnny wrestling. I think he's cool because he's a rebel. Well, rebel heart, actually.
Right, I understand that, but I just don't see it. That means he'd have to beat the likes of Roman Reigns. And you want to see Johnny wrestling pin Roman Reigns?
Just so dumb and weird. Lionel Aiden is in the chat. Hey, Lionel.
Hey, Lionel
says here is just a reaction, or is there a match too? This is just a reaction show.
The reaction show.
Yeah, we don't put it on for copyright reasons. We're not allowed to give you any kind of video
Big E just got thrown into the stairs by Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley picks him up. Oh, damn.
Picked up Kofi and threw him down a couple
Head
times.
first.
Randy Sam is in the chat.
Hey,
Hey, Randy. Says, hey, Wrestling Gab, something fishy tonight, but what if WWE bring back Bray to cost Bliss the belt to shock the crowd?
Ooh, I'm okay with it. Bring him back, and I would be fantastic with it.
And as Robbie says, the pay-per-view can't be shown due to copyright. Thank you very much, Robbie. Appreciate you telling us, or telling them thank you. Film Nation says, was it Austin Aries is who you're talking about?
It is Austin Aries.
There you go.
And Austin Aries is a good wrestler. I think he was a champion before he left, and then a champion when he went back, but he was never a champion on the roster. But see, Johnny Gargano's about his size.
Ah, makes sense.
And
he should have went to NXT, could have won something. Film Nation says, you know WWE and Vince McMahon are never going to let go of AJ Styles. Alita's in the chat. Hey, Alita says, hey, guys. Robbie says this match is so good that D is not interested in it.
Yeah.
It's hard to be interested in something when I'm not really a fan of one side. Film Nation says, why not TNT Women's Championship? That would make a lot of sense. Because they aren't going to be on TNT forever. They're not going to be on
I just feel like, what if Disney bought them? Or forever. What if they go to ABC?
Then that championship would be obsolete. It's obsolete now. Like, they have a TNT championship, and Dynamite is moving to TBS next year. Are they changing it?
No, they're going to keep it TNT. They've been asked that question.
Right.
But yeah, they're already changing networks. There's a prime example. And now it's not going to be named after the freaking network they're going to be on.
Right.
That's what we're talking about. What if they go to the hunting network? Outdoor sports or something.
Right. Film says, why not call it the AEW Television Championship? Or just the Television Championship. Exactly. Rob says, D has booked her seat at Titus Catering. I'm okay with that. D, why would I tell you? Tell me what? Oh, about the show being due to copyright? Well, because I really need to know that information. I'm too stupid to figure it out myself. Or as I D, at least tell people what's going on in the match. That's Travis's job.
Right. Yeah, it is. He can get to it.
Not talking right now.
Right. After a spinning DDT. Looks like Xavier Woods taking it right to the big man. Delete his favorite part, actually. Xavier Woods beating Bobby Lashley up. Bobby Lashley with a big power slam. 1, 2, and so close. All right, Xavier kicks out though. Still disappointed in Bobby Lashley losing the title last week. Just can't recover from it.
I haven't accepted it yet. It's just done.
Right? It's in mourning. What's that called? Is that what it's called, mourning? When you have to go through all the steps? Grief. I mean, grief.
Film's like, I don't want Bliss to lose thanks to the return of The Fiend to cost the match that ruined it. And says, no, I disagree. You disagree with which part?
How do you go about having him interfere? You know what I mean? Like, what's the feud look like? Are they going to have dolls fight each other? They can't wrestle each other ever. So what's the outcome of that storyline if the Fiend comes back and costs her the match? The only thing you could possibly come up with is that they pry her away from him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so she turns back into the old Bliss. Like, they have to do an exorcism or something.
So are they going to give Big E the win over AJ Styles?
Belly to belly.
Fucking do?
Moss didn't go down, though. Belly to belly again. Release suplex.
Alita said, LOL, I wonder for those who asked that question, I'm about to be a smartass, but the copyright and do your own streaming. Buy the copyright, do your own streaming, right? Or watch it themselves.
Getting sexy.
Pay for the programming, right?
Big ol' splash. Day rocks. New Day rocks.
Steffi says you could somewhat tell this match was a last minute thing until Talia. Zeno's in chat. Hey, Talia.
Make sure you're subscribing.
The fight. Well, a fight is happening right now on WWE Extreme Rules pay-per-view. It's a 6-man tag match.
Pele kick. Big E just got kicked in the head.
Versus AJ Styles, Amos, and Bobby Lashley.
Did he just grab him from behind himself? Big E is so powerful. Look at that.
I want to see him do that to Omos and see how powerful he really is.
1, 2, 3. No, AJ kicks out.
I was sure it wouldn't be 3 because there's no way that Big E's a better wrestler than AJ Styles.
It doesn't work like that. It matters who's hottest. And right now, Big E's your world champion, so he's on fire.
He's not my champion.
He can't lose in this match. His shoulders will not be pinned.
Robbie says, D with a sarcastic smile. Love to see it. And Ayla says, let's just not talk about wrestling. Ha ha. Or it's like, boo, Ayla came back, and Ayla's like, I never left. Yeah. Robbie, she was lurking in the background the whole time, watching everything you do.
Oh,
Robbie's
AJ.
like, New Day,
pulls that leg
getting fam. Sophie says, how was the fight pay-per-view last night? Did you regret paying for it? Nope.
Well, I liked both fights, and I did pay for both of them.
Oh my God, the
boxing was
the boxing heavyweight
fantastic.
match was amazing.
I had to stand up the whole time.
I wish that would have been the end of our night. It was perfect.
Right. Anthony Joshua is no longer the world heavyweight champion.
So any UK people who are fans of him, he lost his championships last night. Or if you're not a fan of him, you'll be extremely happy that he lost his championships last night.
Usyk just outboxed him, just outclassed him. Right in the squared circle. Kofi! Bam! Double stomp! That's probably enough. 1, 2. Bobby saves the day. What a fantastic matchup we have here, guys. Whew.
Talia, when did the fight start? The pay-per-view started about 30 minutes ago.
Yes, the pay-per-view is on. It's 6:26. Right now we got Bobby Lashley in there with Kofi Kingston. That might do it. Big E gonna come in with the save? Probably Xavier. No! Kofi just kicked out on his own. Former world champion.
Yeah, Robbie says D not impressed at all with the old days in the match. Sophie says AEW Dynamite will be back on TNT 4 times throughout the year when they move to TBS. Film says, well, I see that what you're coming from, and I kind of like the idea of making Bliss back to normal. I'll take that as a consideration. I'll have an open mind on.
Right. Well, I figure because they can't have the men wrestle the women, so like the match would never happen, so they have to do something. But it would be fantastic to have him be there, and then them have to do like an exorcism or whatever.
Ayla's like, I was cleaning and listening. Ooh, spooky.
Uh-oh, Kofi going up high.
Lost so many people in the pub were cheering for him to leave.
Moss just punched him in the chest. Ouch. That might have freaking stopped his heart.
Well, he does have a really weird chest, so.
The concave chest.
Mm-hmm. Drinking some water.
Big E just goes face first right into the ring. Big E knows how to wrestle in there.
Robbie's. Not sure why Robbie's saying I'm so glad AJ lost. AJ hasn't lost. What are you talking about, hon?
Unless they're way ahead.
Wow, if you're 10 minutes ahead, that's insane. Filmisha says Big E is super powerful.
So AJ just tagged himself in. Bobby's probably gonna do something to him. Oh, Bobby tagged himself in. Oh, the spear!
There's the shit that happens, right? Talia says, when are you going to show the fight on the stream? Never! We will not, Talia.
Look at that big
copyright value.
Bobby Lashley gonna get pinned by Big E again. You gotta be shitting me. I wonder what Big E did, or Bobby did. He had to have done something. I feel like he might be, maybe he's leaving the company? That's just weird that he's lost twice like that. Mm. This guy was unbeatable 2 weeks ago, and now he's losing to mid-carders. That is weird to me. Either that or he's getting drafted over to SmackDown. Because they will do that with their stars. They'll have them lose like these fluke matches right before a draft.
Yeah, Talia, we can't show any of the pay-per-view.
That is a hard pill to swallow.
Copyright violation to show anything. If you want to watch it, you're more than welcome to get Peacock. You don't have to pay the whole $10. You can pay like $5 or something if you're in the States. I'm not sure how
all Bobby did was hit him with a spear. Like, that would have dazed him. It was his offensive move. So there was... He wasn't even... So one move beat Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, it's pretty pathetic anymore. Ayla's like when YouTube doesn't care about copyright, right, Ayla? And Robbie's like AJ in the boxing beat. Oh, you're glad he lost. Okay, so many people in the tub were cheering for him to lose. So I wasn't sure about that, right? Because we were sitting there watching it, right? And it was in the UK. So we're listening and we're like, are they cheering for him or booing him? But they cheered Usyk like afterwards. Like that crowd, we could tell just went crazy.
Did you watch the whole thing? Did you watch the whole pay-per-view? Did you see Hatton win? Now, granted, his dad was like a legend. They love him there.
Yeah.
But he lost that fight. And they gave it to him. He won unanimously, actually. And the crowd booed. As they should.
Yes. Yeah, you cannot give it to somebody based on their name and who their daddy is. You cannot do that.
Look at that belt. Look at that midriff.
The man's back in town.
The man is back in town.
Isn't that a song?
Not back in town, but yeah. Man.
Mm-hmm.
When the man comes around.
When the man comes around. She needs to come out to that song.
That'd give you freaking chills.
Have her come out to what's his face?
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash's song.
When the man comes around.
When the man comes around. It's all dark and like.
And then the third horse.
I'd be okay with that. That'd be pretty cool, actually.
And the rider on
I might have a little more respect for her being called the man. Sophie says the women in both WWE and AEW can't have the same thing as the men regarding championships. Ravi says D wants to, but ain't allowed. Tom is in the chat. Hey, Tom wants to know what matches have been done. On the pay-per-view pre-show, it was Liv Morgan versus Carmella, and Liv Morgan won that. And then we just had an extra match that was added during that pre-show, a 6-man tag match between The New Day versus AJ Styles, Omos, and Bobby Lashley. And The New Day won with, of course, dumbass Big E pinning
Right now
Bobby
we got
Lashley.
the Street Profits and the Usos. Uso Penitentiary.
Which is the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
This is a tag team championship.
Go. And it is a tag team championship match. Sophie says you should do this type of stream for your boxing fans when you watch boxing pay-per-views. Sophie, we don't like to do that because we actually like to enjoy some downtime, and boxing is something we both enjoy a lot. And so we kind of want to just keep it private.
They want us to show that passion on here.
Film Nation says if Alexa Bliss goes back to the passion.
He's up. Look at him. He's sitting normal.
Why is he drooling?
I don't know, but he's sitting normal.
But why is he drooling so much?
Holy shit. Let's concentrate on the positive here.
I get it, but why is he drooling so much?
Is he going to be able to get up and walk?
No. What is he doing? His wound's all uncovered again. Gross.
Yeah, he needs to get covered up. Do you want to go do it?
I can, I guess.
I might have to move him on there, and if you do, my gloves are right there. And then there's plastic.
Move him on there.
Well, he's not on the thing anymore, is he?
No, he's not on his donut. You better go do it.
All right, here comes the Uso Penitentiary.
Uso's coming out next.
I wonder if they still do that penitentiary thing because he's been to jail so many times.
They have to do it. So
no, they don't do it.
Oh, they don't want to keep true to their natures. Just kidding.
They're like, we don't want to do that.
The film says if Bliss goes back to normal, who's going to take Bliss's evil role, aka the possessed role? Nobody. It'd be fine. You've never had it before. It doesn't need it. Alita says if you have Xfinity, it's free. Tom says, already answered that question. Film says, wait, what girl did you admire or like from the last live stream? Who were you talking about?
Do you admire or like?
I don't know what.
I like multiple women.
Robbie says, yeah, I keep telling you, D, not many people are fans of Joshua. I think this is maybe the second time you've told me, Robbie. Film says AJ Styles can't lose. He's phenomenal. Robbie says in the UK, and I don't know if people are fans of him here. I don't really know a lot of other people who watch boxing anymore.
The biggest draw besides Canelo Alvarez in all of boxing.
Huh. Interesting.
He sold out Wembley Stadium. No other boxer could do that.
True. Yeah.
Except for maybe Canelo.
Sophie says, is anyone in the AEW women's division worth being the TBS champion, though? And Robbie says, yeah Ruby Soho.
that bitch.
That bitch, yeah, Jade Cargill could totally be. Let's see, Anna Jay, you know, if she keeps going down the road she's going, would be a good one. Ty Conti would be okay.
Friday.
What's that? Oh, that's fine. She still is good. Tom says, so tell me who you want on the Usos match. Well, our prediction for the Uso match, Tom, both of us guessed that the Usos would retain. Doesn't mean that we want necessarily for them to win, but that's who we guessed would retain the titles. I think the Street Profits are pretty cool when it comes to this. But, you know, Ford did have that match with Roman, and he got beat up pretty good. He's got his midsection all wrapped up. We've started the match, guys. We've got Dawkins out there with Jay or the other one. That's the Chunky Monkey one. The one that just came back. Jimmy? Jay. Whatever one just came back. It's him out there with Dawkins. They're locked up in the middle of the ring. I'm stronger than you, he says. I've got you in a headlock. No, I've got you in a bear hug. Oh, he threw him into the ropes. He came back with a punch but missed. Dawkins jumped over him. Oh, and then he grabbed him and threw him into the ropes, the Uso. And the Uso got a double kick to the chest from Dawkins. Good for him.
I had a brilliant idea to do.
Vindicator, let's see, Sophie says, ever since the WWE Network moved to Peacock, there's always some sort of problem with it. A little bit, huh? Film says, I hope Liv Morgan gets a championship opportunity. Might be, you know, never know what's happening with her. Vindicator says, rumor going around that Bray Wyatt posted a Twitter picture of Bryan Danielson, just an FYI. Oh, sorry, this is a WWE stream. Ayla says, I feel like he said that you have lives outside of YouTube a few times. Right? You've said that. No way. We have lives outside of YouTube. That's creepy. Robbie's like, all right, D, no need to jump down Sophie throw. Alita says, what? D is a fan of Big E? No, I'm not. Vindicator says, lives outside of YouTube. What a bizarre concept. Robbie says, Cole looks like he's been hitting the Red Bulls to cope with how ish this pay-per-view has been, or dealing with the other person that he has to, you know, commentate with. Oh, Ford is kicking the pants off of an Uso right now. I don't know if it's Jimmy or Jay, though. Alita says, Jimmy, thanks, Alita. That's what I needed. So, Jimmy is getting his boo-poo kicked out there by Ford and Dawkins. He hasn't tagged in his brother. Oh, his brother just tagged himself in. Or is that the other one? Oh, maybe Jimmy tagged himself in and Jay was getting beat up. I haven't been paying attention. They're wearing the same clothes, and then they dyed their hair the same. Guys, why would you do that? I know you're twins, but come on! Like, have just a little bit of difference. I know who you are. I don't live with you. Ain't your mama. Oh, fractured ribs, and it's got beat up. Nice. Don't wrap things if you don't want people to go after him. As Robbie says, Street Profits get cooked up. Yeah. Robbie says, Cole, look like that. Walter says, hey, Ayla. Walter says, hi, or Ayla says, hi, Walter. Sophie says, Usos will win. Walter says, did New Day win? Yes, Walter, the New Day won. Alita says, Jimmy. Tom says, Usos' new name is Bloodline Bitches. Pretty sure they're still the Usos. Vindicator says, hearing that Dalitha is okay with Anna Jay makes me very happy. Robbie says, Montez Ford saying with chest rude boy that they are going to win. Walter says Usos will lose. Sophie says, you guys should have your own television show. Yes. We should have a documentary. We should have, like, what happened with Sami Zayn and just have a camera crew following us around, like The Office. Ah, Jey Uso is the one that's dominating Ford. Oh, he ripped off his stupid stuff. He's like, I'll show you how to take care of some ribs. Ripped off his rib packaging. Poor Ford. He's like, I'm so broken. I don't know if I can continue. His rib packaging.
His packaging. Called bandaging, but
I don't care.
His packaging.
You're lucky a word got out.
Ford's brand new. It's got that new packaging.
Ravi says, "Do you doing her Beth Phoenix impression?" No, I'd be talking about joint manipulation.
Solar plexus.
Joint manipulation a lot if I was doing a Beth Phoenix impression. Film says, you know, the armpit commercial, that one girl that you like in the armpit commercial? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Totally. Ravi's like, it's a gimmick for WWED. Is it, Ravi? Is that what it's a gimmick? Illa's like, delete that. We should get the same hairstyles and we're the same things. No one will know that we're twins. You're going to have to wear lifts, sweetie, because I can't chop off my feet. It would be weird.
Twins, Basil twins. Just do your stuff.
I can't see either one of my stuffs. So close, he says. So close. Everything is so close. Ford, you can't quite. Your fingers won't touch.
Look how close that tag was.
He's like, oh, you really want
to tag? What a fantastic matchup. This should be a 5-star matchup, to be honest, guys.
Well, I'm not sure exactly who's who.
Jay is in better shape. Jimmy is
starting to get a little more in shape, so it's almost hard to tell. They're wearing exactly the same thing, and they dyed both of their hair as red now, and so it's like, who's who? Walter's like, okay, thanks. Nation says, yeah. Ruby says, was pretty talented. Robbie says, I don't think they dress the same when they are not at work. Whatever. They probably dress the same all the time.
All right, here comes Dawkins.
Vindicator's like, everyone don't tell Travis. Like, I mean, really keep it a secret, but I think Dalitha might be a better play-by-play commentator, but you didn't hear it from me.
That she might be a good commentator.
A better play-by-play commentator.
You didn't hear it from me.
But Vindicator didn't want you to know. It was a big secret.
No idea who said it. Bulldog right into the ropes?
I don't know the name of the stuff they do. So it's mostly like, he threw him into the ropes and Dawkins went on the outside and then got kicked in the head.
You've watched wrestling over 300
and then one of the Usos
times.
just threw himself out of the ring on him, but Dawkins kind of caught him and then threw him over in a very awkward way. He's going to try to catch the other Uso.
You've watched
and then punched him in the
matches
face.
And you don't know the moves.
I still have no idea. I don't learn any of it.
400 matches. That's crazy.
Dawkins is like, look how cool I am. I could totally handle Usos. And then one other Uso got back in the ring and then tried to attack Dawkins.
Jimmy, you can tell he's soft around the middle.
It's like, I slapped him in the face.
See? Jimmy Uso,
he got slapped in the face back.
Got a spare tire around his waist.
They're like bitch slapping each other out here. It's amazing. Dawkins is like, okay, it's man. I'm gonna throw you off here, okay? You need to get up on that top rope now. Alright, here we go, throw him!
He didn't let go though. Seth Rollins here.
I'm gonna throw you. I'm gonna keep you in a chokehold. And
spinning neck breaker.
Do stuff that throws people with their necks.
1, 2, and 3.
I think you have to do more than that to kill an Uso.
Dawkins almost had him though. I like to see that new wrestling style from the Doc.
Right, but he's like, oh, there's my buddy who's broken, but he's gonna come back.
5-star. 5-star.
Ridiculous. Walter's like, on Monday, I'll be here for Raw. Still here for pay-per-view until 9:40 my time. Awesome, Walter.
Till 9:40.
Sophie says, if the WWE introduced a mid-card championship for the women's fans, we'll be shifting on that. Shitting on that.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll do that. They don't have enough women as it is.
They don't care enough about their women.
They only have 3 women on each roster that they use.
Right.
I mean, we might start seeing Shayna Baszler again, it looks like.
Film says, I kind of wish they would do a WWE armpit commercial. I hope you're pretty cool, LOL. Yeah, you gotta love those fucking armpits. You know what I like, Film? The back of the knee.
Yeah.
It looks like an armpit, but it's not hairy. Yeah, you like that? That's a good one, huh?
I like butts.
Robbie's like, D learned how to commentate from listening to Beth on NXT. No, I'm pretty sure Beth knows what she's saying sometimes.
She knows the moves.
Alita says, been funny. Ayla says, you're not that much taller, like an inch. Sure, Ayla. I'm not that much taller than you. You're funny. Sophie's like, I think you are one of the rare YouTubers who actually have lives outside of it.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of have to, Sophie. Just how it is. It's fun and all, but, you know, I like to do other things.
Yeah, we have 3 crippled dogs we have to attend to.
Indicator says it's the only thing I'm great at in life, Alita. Ravi says decomtating in a deadpan voice. Right?
Boom!
Sophie says your
That's
television show
forms of
could
their
feature
dad.
Ayla and Brandon, and you could spy on the neighbors like you do during
Rikishi.
your streams.
Right? Just staring out at him.
Film is like, is someone going to go through a table yet? Nope. No extreme rules for this one, right? If they do, they're disqualified, right?
Ford! Oh, lands on those knees
Oh,
again. He's going to get pinned.
You better.
No,
Oh,
he kicked out. I thought those ribs would be all broken.
Remember, guys, this is for the championship.
Ford rolls him up. Oh, that was close.
Mm-hmm.
We did see that ass to face. Did you notice that?
Ass to face.
Did you see it?
No, I wasn't looking.
That's a remnants of their father, Rikishi. He had this big fat ass.
They ass to face. Which one did they do it to, Ford or Dawkins?
Dawkins. Is who we tried it with, yeah.
That's
Ford going up top. Going too slow, though. That little bit of delay right there is going to cost him.
Vindicator says Roman is the main event, I suppose. Most likely Vindicator. Ravi says WWE all about the money, not product. And the
either
reason
that
why,
or Bliss and Charlotte.
Right. But that's on Extreme Rules where...
It's a joke.
Right. Where the Roman one is, so it'd be weird.
Oh,
Dawkins.
Ford. Oh, no, that's Dawkins.
Dawkins.
Ford's hurt. I don't know if we'll see Ford in this match again. The only way we see Ford in this match again, I think, is if it's for the, to win.
He wins it.
Uh-huh.
Ayla says, speaking of neighbors, I'll buy that house next door and we could just vlog our lives every day for Sophie. Right? Walter says The Miz and John Morrison will not be at pay-per-view. Film says the knee. Wow, that's interesting. Vindicator says body part discussions are kind of weird. Ayla's like, you're like 5'5", and I'm 5'4", so sure, honey.
She's 5'9".
That's funny. Walter's like, funny, Ayla. Film's like, it's just a knee, so no, to be honest. But it's the back of the knee. They're not looking at it right.
To the freaking ring barricade.
Indicator says average height is still cool, Ayla. Sophie says, I'm 5'2", and Robbie's like, that's small.
Oh, shit!
Film Nation's like, I think liking a body part's normal is a little weird, but it's normal.
Or Jay's head that hit like that? That looked brutal. Here it is. This is what I said. This was what I called.
That he's going to win with
if he gets back into it, they win the titles. Oh, but he can't.
He hurt himself so bad.
He can't pin him in time.
He's not going to get him in time.
No. Jay, damn it. See?
Yep.
The bloodline saves their title chances.
Robbie's like, Ben, is it? And Ayla's like, you're small, Ravioli. I imagine you're 4'9".
I honestly think he's concussed right there.
Dawkins or Uso?
Uso, it would be Jay.
Jimmy?
Jay? Uh-huh. His head just went right into that.
Him?
No, that's Jimmy.
Jay, the one that saved him?
Yeah. The skinnier one.
They almost look exactly the same now. Alita's like, Miz is doing Dancing with the Stars. Sophie says, I like when Dee reads the chat more than when she does commentary. Robbie says, oh, yes, that's right, Ayla. Ayla's like little baby ravioli.
Her wheelhouse.
The Indicator's like, delete this, so which is the better Ayla created nickname, Fat Lisa or Ravioli? Well, I never said it as ravioli, so.
Fat Lisa.
But I guess according to what people hear, Fat Laces always came out as Fat Lisa because I did not pronunciate it well enough. So now I just call him P-Cola. Like Pensacola.
All right, now it's time for the Usos just to end this. Here it is, guys.
End it good.
The bloodline.
Robbie says, cheers, Ayla. As Alita says, P-Cola. Yeah, Pensacola. Oh, double frog splash.
Double frog
They did his own move on him. Oh, bummer for him.
Ford gets broken.
Ford was taken out by his own move doubled. That's sad.
Ford acting like a Chevy. He's all broke down inside that ring.
No, he's acting exactly like a Ford.
Mm-hmm.
Found on road dead. Ayla says, YouTube won't let me say Fat Lisa.
That's pretty funny.
It thinks I'm making fun of someone named Lisa, so I have to say Fat Lisa with a PH. Sophie says there are a lot of YouTubers that don't have lives. They push out YouTube content every day. Vindicator says, that reminds me, I got some Coca-Cola in the fridge I need to drink. Vindicator, you better get that
Yummy.
Coca-Cola drink. And what are you going to have with it? Popcorn? Something? Snacks? I'm going to have snacks?
That'd be good.
It was like most YouTubers pre-record. I think it's actually a pretty yummy combination.
Mm-hmm. Anything salty would work. Anything sweet. No. Can't do sugar with Coke.
No, I do like Tootsie Rolls with Dr. Pepper. I think that's the only...
That might work, but I don't know. Coca-Cola just, it fuzzes.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, like, the only sweet thing that I like with a soda, which is sweet, right?
So I hung out with the FedEx man last night.
Yeah,
isn't that crazy?
FedEx man.
I invited the FedEx man over, and him and his girlfriend came over and hung out with us for like 5 hours.
He did. Him and his girl, his fiance. Robbie says, Ayla being rude again. And Robbie says, here are your winners, D, the Usos. I guess I picked them to win, dude. It's fine that
Bobby
they won.
Lashley's furious.
Vindicators like Coca-Cola and honey roasted cashews.
Maybe we're still going to get it.
Like a man! I dare you.
Tomorrow night. That's happening tomorrow night on Raw. You know Big E's going to say yes. So tomorrow night's main event, Big E versus the former champion, Bobby Lashley.
Booby.
Is he going to lose 3 matches in a row?
Maybe. Sophie says they should get rid of all the gimmick pay-per-views and bring back old pay-per-view names like they have done in the past.
Like, I want to see Starrcade and the Great American Bash come back. But those are NWAs, and Vince doesn't like them, so because he didn't come up with them. He don't like anything he didn't invent. And nobody likes that. Right. Starrcade sounds like a badass show, right?
Mm. Yeah.
I think NXT does a Starrcade around November. It's like, oh, don't do that. Triple H is like, hey, we own these. Can we use some of these old names? Like Halloween Havoc, Starrcade, Great American Bash. What's another good one from back in those days?
I don't know them, so I couldn't tell you.
There it is. Finally, it's official. The 21st. At 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So 11 p.m. our time. So 10:30. Pre-show, probably.
3 a.m.
Your time.
Cool beans. Robbie says D's so sarcastic tonight. I'm never sarcastic. Vindicators like FedEx drivers are underappreciated, but sometimes sloppy with the deliveries, breaking stuff and everything.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Robbie says, I hope Bobby bodies Big E. Sophie says, maybe they are going to do Bobby versus Big E tonight after all. Nope, that'll be Monday.
Tomorrow night.
He wants to do it Monday. Torque. I don't know. Tahib?
Hey,
Satib,
thanks for joining us.
Torse. Tahib. Hey, how's it going? Sorry I can't say your name right.
Ooh, is this next? Charlotte up next?
Ooh, Vindicator can take his break early tonight. Ayla says, don't people put peanuts in their Coca-Cola? Isn't that something like they were trying to say the people in the South do that? Now, is that true?
Yes, that's a real thing.
Alita, do people down there put peanuts in their Coca-Cola? Alita with no, she's in the South.
And Bliss right now.
Robbie wants King of the Ring back.
King of the Ring.
Film Nation says, did you know that The Miz is on Dancing with the Stars? He is. Host? He's not the host of Dancing with the Stars, honey. He's actually doing Dancing with the Stars.
He's a stud.
Robbie
because he doesn't care what people think of him,
name.
so he does all the funny stuff, and it makes it look really good. Because he goes above and beyond.
Right. Ayla says, I haven't tried it. I think it's a glass bottle. People fill it with peanuts, drink it, then eat the peanuts. That's what I heard. And Alita says some do. Yes. Is it good? Have you ever done that, Alita? Like, what is the concept of it? Ayla says, I haven't tried it. Vindicator says, Starrcade was my favorite WCW pay-per-view behind Bash at the Beach.
Oh, Bash at the Beach.
Even though they were never on the beach, Unforgiven was my all-time favorite pay-per-view. Good movie, too.
So many good ones.
Right? Sophie says, for some reason, with the King of the Ring, they keep going back and forth on if they wanted to bring it back as a pay-per-view for a few years now.
They need to get rid of this one.
Bobby says, Travis, you ever drink Thunderbird?
So, yes, but not like a full 40 of it. Like, just a couple drinks out of it, but I do know what you're talking about. Ours was more of OE. We drank Old English when I was a youngster. Because it was in all the songs. It was kind of the most popular thing. It was in all the rap videos that we watched. 1, 2, 3 to the foe. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre's at the door. Then they go downstairs in the basement and they open the fridge. And the whole fridge is, there's no rails, racks or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's just 40s, the whole thing, all the way. And they just grab them off the top and hand them out. They greet me with a 40 and I start drinking. From the 8 ball, my breath starts sinking. Left to get my girl to rock that body before I left to hit the Bacardi. Sorry. That's explicit.
It looks like I think it's an old thing, like grandparent thing. I don't think so. I think people still do it, Ayla. The film says, oh, really? Well, then never mind then. No, you're fine, film. He is on Dancing with the Stars, but he's dancing, and he's doing really good. And he says The Miz is going to be doing some dancing. Yes. There you go. Now you got it. Vindicator says, a good break is never too early, Travis. See you guys in 40.
That's what I figured we were going to get rid of in here.
Belita says, and eat boiled peanuts. Interesting. Robbie says, Flair, the android robot, will win. Ayla says, I think it makes it salty. Alita says, though, the salt makes it flat. Huh.
It would. And that sounds disgusting.
Tom says, chocolate and peanuts and Coke or Pepsi. Like, and Coke or Pepsi or in it?
I couldn't do chocolate with Pepsi. There's no way I could pull that off.
Pepsi is so sugary.
It's so sweet as it is.
Like, there's huge difference.
We had this pizza place here in town, and it was called Pier 49.
Mm-hmm.
And I went there, and they had this barbecue chicken pizza. And I ate a whole one by myself, and I drank Pepsi with it. And I got so sick because it was so rich.
Mm-hmm.
It made me sick for like a full day. Anyways, I never had it since. And it was funny. I mean, come on, chicken, barbecue, pizza. Couldn't get much better than that. Bliss coming out first. She doesn't have a cool entrance. The break came out, the lights went out. He came down with a lamp.
Mm-hmm. Alita says makes it less carbon. Robin says, you should drink Magnum tonic wine. That would put hair on your chest. Okay, Robbie, why would I want hair on my chest? I am a girl. I'm not trying to transgender into a man. I am a woman.
In WWE and go one-on-one with Bobby Lashley.
Sophie's like, do you think if The Miz wasn't going to be on Dancing with the Stars this season, they would have put The Miz versus John Morrison tonight?
Yes, absolutely.
Film Nation says,
they were headed that route, right? Like
they were kind of headed that direction. Film says, just a honestable question. I just want to know what you do. What do you think of men who like women's armpits in general? Dude, I don't care.
Like what you want.
If you, like armpits, good. Good for you. Have, like armpits, man. Robbie says, is Dr. Pepper better than Coke and Pepsi?
Like that, and I've seen that before. So. Humping armpits.
Gross. Robbie wants to know if Dr. Pepper is better than Coke and Pepsi. It just, Robbie, it's personal preference for people, right? I mean, you either like stuff or you don't. Like, I actually will drink all of them. So, I actually like specific ones.
I heard some weird shit going on. Here she comes, your champion. It's an air hammer. I thought it was a bird. There she is, the queen.
Oh, Charlotte.
She looks pretty good. I don't hate it.
Tom says in it. Ew. Yeah, Tom, I'll pass on that, gross. Chocolate and peanuts inside your drinks, yucky. So he says the problem with having an afternoon pay-per-view is that most fans won't be home to watch it. And by the time the pay-per-view is over, that's when people come home.
It's awesome. I love doing it. And hopefully you guys can join us. But there's going to be so many people from India in there. It's so fantastic. You're just yapping along with all these people you don't know. I love the Saudi Arabia shows. We have done, I think, 4. Because they used to do 2 a year. And then they just went to 1 a year last year.
Right.
One of them doesn't count, though, because we got suspended. They booted us. They're like, they didn't like us anymore. They're like, you can't have your audio up. And that's why we listen to the show with an earpiece. In case anybody was wondering. Oh, time to turn the lights on. I did plug that in.
Somebody said it was going to be blurry at times.
Yeah, I could see that happening. I don't think the overheads would work, would they?
I don't know.
I mean, it'd be nice for us when it's over.
Don't be weird.
If you wanted to do it, or you sat down. Is he saying words?
I know, that's just weird. I was like, Hadi, you joker-y. Ayla says, I think Dr. Pepper is good, but I like all 3. Cherry Pepsi, though. Depends on my mood. Film says, just to be honest, from my half, I think it's normal. Okay, bud, that's awesome. Alita's like, Robbie, not too many of UK products make it here. Film says, also for real time this time, I will stop talking about armpits. So we can move on with a different conversation.
Hey, Charlotte's showing her armpits, guys.
Get all up in it, Film. Robbie's like, your stream is getting blurry at times. Hopefully that light fixes it. Robbie says,
we turned the lights on. I forgot to do it. I usually do it before the show starts.
So he says, when do you think they are going to have NXT Superstars wrestle on the main roster pay-per-view since Vince and Bruce produces NXT now?
I think it's going to be when Braun Breaker is ready. I think they'll start having him wrestle on the main roster a little bit. Just like they did with Karrion Kross. He might actually be the guy that beats Karrion Kross on the main roster because it's going to be about a year from now, or at least 9 months or so.
Right.
But they love that dude. He's getting hard push. He's going to be world champion down there pretty soon. Rick Steiner's son. I don't know what his real name is, but I know it's Steiner, but I don't know what.
I don't know. But this match has started, guys. They rang that bell. It is officially happening. But she's like, nuh-uh, she say.
Charlotte does it old school. She gets that crowd involved.
Sophie says, my peacock got frozen for a second. I just had to back out and go on again. Yep.
Damn it, Captain.
Ayla says, don't they have a sugar tax in the UK, so soda in the USA?
Oh, he's having a seizure. You want me to go?
Yeah, you probably better go.
All right. What time is it?
7:03.
Sorry, our dog's having a seizure.
Not surprising with his weirdness today. Fucking he's either in the tub or he's outside of the tub. Anyway, so we have Bliss and Charlotte. Bliss is making her weird little girl face on the outside of the ring. She's wearing actual real wrestling gear this time. She's not wearing her little skirts, which is kind of a fun thing. And then she jumped into the ropes on the other side, and Charlotte just stopped in the ring and was like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. And then Bliss threw herself at Charlotte. As Ayla was saying, don't they have a sugar tax in the UK, so soda in the USA doesn't taste the same over there? Or is that only an Australia thing with the sugar tax? Actually, no, Ayla, it's the UK. I'm not sure if Australia has it, though, but I know the UK does. Film says, awesome, thank you for answering me my question about it. Just curious, want to know. So thank you. And Ravi says, I thought the earpiece was just for the look. Haha. No, so we can hear what's going on. Sophie's like, I just like regular old Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Robbie's like, yeah, they do that. They do in the UK. And Robbie also says Charlotte looking taller. Maybe she put some lifts in. But, you know, Bliss is not very tall, so it would make sense, right? Ayla says 10, not 10. And Robbie says we have a lot of sugar-free versions that suck. Zayla says, that's what I thought. So our sodas are completely different. We have a ton of sugar in everything. Sophie says, I don't like Dr. Pepper. Walter says, Bliss will win. Film is saying, thanks for the shout out for Charlotte's Pits. You're welcome, man. Robbie's like, Bliss looks whiter than a white tin of paint. Not as white as Sheamus, though. Not as white as Sheamus. Sophie says the Saudi Arabia pay-per-views have been mixed with every WWE fan out there. Ayla says sugar-free artificial sweetener are so bad for you. Yes, Australia has it. That's how I know it exists. Ha ha. Ooh. Charlotte is stretching out Bliss's shoulders. You can see her armpits now. They're film. You better get on there to watch them. Oh, trying to beat her, but Bliss kicked her in the shin. Oh! Charlotte was like, what the hell? And then kicked her in the guts. Liz says, I watch a lot of Australian content on YouTube, mainly baking stuff. Film says, whatever you do, do not drink Diet Dr. Pepper all the time because they will cost you kidney stones and they're no fun. Robbie says, D, has Bliss improved in the ring? I don't know, dude. No idea. Sophie's like, the reason why Rampage ratings have been down every week since it debuted because it is taped and people read spoilers. It's a good possibility. Sure what's going on with...
Yeah, it just ended.
Oh, really? It's 7:06. Nation says, want to know why I ain't gone through it. I actually gone through having kidney stones, and not only that, I was supposed to go to an episode of AEW that night, same night. Yeah, soda is actually really bad for you, and it's soda in general. It's not necessarily the diet stuff, but soda all the way is really not that good for you. Film says, but at least I didn't miss it for the world. I saw my favorite wrestler, Dr. Britt Baker. Sweet, man. Feels like aspartame, that's what's in sugar-free crap. Some of it, yep. Sophie says, with Vince and Bruce producing NXT now, how does that affect future takeover events? I really don't know. We'll have to ask Travis when and if he comes back. Travis says Charlotte shelling it down tonight. She's doing a good job, I guess. Making Bliss look good out there. I did. Phil's like, thanks for the shout out for that one too. Bliss's pits, love her pits. I bet you do. Sophie says, oh boy, baby dog. Yeah.
Kind of weird, so he's like stumbled. He like put his head in the.
I'm sure he did. He might need some water. I don't know how much water is in there. It says, do you time him for a reason? If it goes too long, do you take him to a vet? Yes, Ayla. Yes. If it goes too long, we have to emergency call the vet immediately and take him. So if he wants to, the dog that has seizures just turned 4 this year.
Yeah, he's 4 years. Couple months older.
Tom says, hope your dog feels better. He'll act like a freak for a while. He was acting kind of weird for the last couple of days, so it wasn't surprising that he would have had a seizure. But you'll have to make a note to call the vet tomorrow about it.
Bliss still fighting?
Yes, Bliss and Charlotte are still fighting.
I don't know what's happening.
Well, Charlotte is beating up Bliss, and Bliss is beating up Charlotte. Does that help? Bliss just got Charlotte in a weird fluke roll-up, and then Charlotte just gave a clothesline to Bliss and is now laughing and laughing and laughing.
Let me see the mic.
Where is it? Oh, it fell down. Sorry.
So Charlotte's going up top. She's going to do that Hurricane Rana. Or not Hurricane. This is called the Moonsault. From the top. Lands on her feet, though.
And then does a standing backflip.
Right on top of her, too. And Bliss, the kick out. Sorry about that, guys. Access.
Hey,
you should just stay out there, buddy.
Hi, sweetie. You gotta go out there with Dad. Hi. Nope. Nope. There you go. Good boy.
Yeah, he'll trot in place for about the next 4 hours now. So can't have him in the house. We usually leave him locked in there and he'd sleep. And he wasn't sound asleep when he had that because he was in the bathroom on the floor.
Yeah.
I shut the bathroom door and left the air conditioner blow its beautiful bed on. Hank, why are you trying to be? She always does this afterwards. She wants to fight it. Look at Charlotte. Look at the power of Charlotte Flair.
Throwing her up.
Drops her right down on her back, too. And Bliss kicks it. And, oh, I forgot about that. That's what I was going to do, is turn that off. Was that earlier, or was that
just now? You just had it on the...
No, I'm talking about the rats. They were showing a highlight, but it looked like it was way earlier. Because Charlotte's winning, and...
Oh.
And they were showing Bliss's offense.
I don't know.
Nope, this time she did it again. Landed on her feet. Bliss! That's how Zelina Vega just beat Liv.
Is she gonna get
Friday.
it? No. Oh, Charlotte got out and kicked the ref on accident.
She didn't take out the ref, though. That would have been old-fashioned story.
Accidentally
right
kicking her.
Charlotte's doing fantastic in this one.
Bliss is keeping up. Good for her. Let's see.
Should we trade? It's nice.
Film says, hope your dog feels better.
Yeah, thank you.
Robbie's like, detailing people to drink water and take vitamins and go to bed early. Haha. Sophie says, D-hair looks like Charlotte with her hairstyle. Walter says, good pay-per-view. Hope Bliss wins. Ayla says, so Charlotte is a minute good or bad? Obviously, you didn't call a vet, and I get it's not good in general.
No, I mean, it's fine. They're called grand mal seizures because he does, like, running and a full-out breakdown, but then he just lays there and he's completely incoherent for about 2-3 minutes afterwards.
So
I don't know if that counts as part of the grand mal, so I have to talk to her again.
That's what I was telling you. No, if he is actually having a seizure, like shaking for longer than a couple minutes,
it's up top,
then it's bad. If he shakes for like 30 seconds and then he's just kind of like out of it,
Twisted Bliss. Oh, Charlotte wasn't home.
That's fine.
Charlotte, figure 4. Bliss rolls her up. We saw Rick lose this way several times. Oh!
That's just their way of
if that DDT, that's over. She just beat Charlotte right in the... Oh, she's too close to the ropes. Damn it. That's that DDT.
DDT, and then she was in the ropes, and Bliss was like, no, how could it be? Maybe she needs to have Lily help her out.
Lily could cheat. Lily's been known as a cheater.
Ravi says Sophie was just thinking that. Film says prayers. Ravi says we're able to avoid disaster. Film says, to be honest, I love Charlotte and Bliss, but there has to be a winner and there has to be a loser. Yes. And Sophie says it is 9:06 here and it is 7:12 here. Walter says, come on, Bliss, win. Alita says it's very warm. Ayla says, is it your bedtime, Sophie? And Film says, I'm having a good time watching this live stream. Love being here. Well, thanks for being here, Film. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Armpits and all. Sophie's like, no, I go to bed at random times. Ayla's like, that's why you're grumpy. Phil's like, smash like
1,
on this live
2,
stream.
And 3.
Yeah.
It's over.
And Charlotte retains her title with a pin on Bliss. Sorry, all you people out there who wanted Bliss to win. It was inevitable that Charlotte would retain her title, though, guys.
We need Biscuit Butt back. But
we need Alexa Bliss to win at some point, but that's probably not going to happen for a while.
Now he's going to come. Do you want to sit by you?
No, buddy. No. Go back. No. There you go. Oops. There you go. Good boy.
Now, hopefully he doesn't have any more tonight.
Mad.
Uh-oh, she's got Lily.
No, she has Lily.
So this story isn't over yet, guys. This is exactly what we were thinking.
No.
This story would keep going. She's going to decapitate Lily.
She ripped her arm off.
She's dismembered.
And Lily. She just threw it to the crowd.
She's dismembered. Oh my God. She's hind and quartered her.
Oh my God, how disgusting.
She's hind and quartered Lily.
This is like crime TV happening right now.
But she's not strong enough to rip her head off, is she?
She is. The queen just ripped
Lily
the doll apart. my God. That's sad. Oh, she met her demise, all right. Oh.
Is that going to be the end of Lily?
Nexus, no.
Oh, no. Bliss on
and
behind
Bliss
her.
attacked her from behind. Gotta go back the other way, bud. There you go.
Man, I'm going to put you in this. Leave him alone.
Oh, Bliss is mad. She's mad because Charlotte beat the crap and ripped to shreds poor Lily, who is completely defenseless.
The Lily is dead. Lily is dead and no one cares.
She just got thrown over a table. Charlotte's like, oh my God, attack me. Lily's why is she under the table? And why is Bliss going under the table?
Is it the announce table or the ring?
She's going under the announce table.
This is going to be terrifying.
Why is she under the announce table?
Something's gonna. Is she gonna show up behind her or something?
I have no idea, but Charlotte's music is playing right now, guys. So I'm not sure what's going on. If Bliss just decided she needed to crawl under there and stay, or what is going on?
Something crazy is happening. Something strange.
Charlotte is walking very slowly up the ramp and giving some tears for the people who are crying. That, so on and so forth. She's the world champ.
People got to get used to that.
She's like, I'm so glad. I hope you cry. Boo.
A lot of people didn't like Anthony Joshua's champion, but they had to live with him.
Right.
Not anymore. Alexander Usyk. New champ.
Oh, no. What's going to happen here? Is the evidence? Oh, her elbow's all bloody. Bliss is some angry face going on there. No, I mean, she has her white makeup kind of on. Now she's angry.
She's pulling her hair out.
Harvey's like, damn those ropes, lol. Ayla's like, what did you ask me? Tom's like, no. Tom's like, evil won't be used. Ravi says, D, don't spoil it for me.
Bliss is having a meltdown.
Sophie says, I meant D, ask Travis the question I asked you about the events and Bruce producing NXT. How will that affect future TakeOver events?
I just think that the main events will be with bigger men. That's about all. I don't think a lot's going to change other than the whole show's different. But from what you're seeing week to week, it's going to be about the same.
Film says, awesome live stream so far. Tom says, yes. Sophie says, Ayla, I didn't mean you. Tom says, good job. Tom says, nada. Tom says, Bliss can't win. Ayla says, yes, I see the confusion. Ayla and Dalitha are basically the same name. Film says she has to win. Ravi says, do you go and tell Charlotte she will listen to you? Sophie says, I feel bad for your dog.
Having a full meltdown. She's crying over the corpse of her friend. Her friend is dead in the center of the ring.
She is having some grief right now.
We see this on TED. This happened on TED.
It did.
So basically, this is almost the exact same scenario.
Film says, come on, Bliss.
Remember when Ted was ripped apart like that?
Uh-huh.
The crowd is cheering. And I don't know what they're cheering over. Is there something special happening? Because I don't have any audio.
Maybe he was saying you can fix it.
This is where they need Bray. Now you need Bray standing right behind her so she backs into it. Right?
Maybe they were saying something like, you can fix it.
Right. You can fix it.
I'm not sure what she has in her mouth. Here.
The black tar?
No, it's like white or something. Almost like it's her teeth or something.
The buttons?
See? Oh, it's all foamy, weird spit stuff.
She's got rabies?
Yeah, I think she has rabies.
The blister has rabies, guys.
She's got rabies. Oh, no. Oh, no. Film was like, come on, Bliss. And Ayla's like, and Film's like, no. And Film says, I wanted Bliss to win, but I love Charlotte, too. I love them both.
Yes, I
Sophie says this pay-per-view is almost over. Max, let's go see Dad. Go say, hey, baby. Okay, go see Dad. You're a good boy. Good boy, I know. Goodness, I'm so sorry. You drooled all over yourself. Everything. Yes. Okay, go see Dad. Oh, we had a lot of close-ups of the doll. And bye. All right.
All right, what's next? What have we had? What's happened? You've been marking it off on your thing.
Hey, look, I needed to. Man. It's the... 2.0 stuff. All right, so we had we had the 6-man tag match happen. That was the New Day versus AJ Styles, Omos, and Bobby Lashley, and the New Day won that one. We also had Liv Morgan versus Carmella match that happened during the pre-show tonight, and Liv Morgan won. We had the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. That was the Usos versus the Street Profits. The Usos as the champions retained their titles and kept the win. Then we just had the Raw Women's Championship, Charlotte Flair versus Bliss. And Charlotte Flair retained that title and Bliss went mental. As Charlotte decided to completely take apart her doll, Lily. We have 1, 2, 3 matches left.
Dang, this is flying. 7:30. So basically, we might hit it right on 9 or 11.
You have to go the other way, bud. See, Sophie says the paper is almost over.
Who's Paul Heyman on the phone with? Got Brock?
Who knows who it's?
Is it about showing up? They can't hear you.
Well, I don't know where your stuff's at. It's not here, so I can't help you.
But I don't. There's no way it's
gonna reach. No, go. No. Absolutely no nos. Yeah, no nos. Go that way.
That's why I can't.
Sophie says this pay-per-view is almost over. Tom says nice time for a fire in a fire pit. Oh, really? I thought it was fire as in start things on fire. Sad now. Robbie says Bliss going mental. Ha ha. Robbie said, who's Ted? It's a movie named Ted. As Ayla says, you know Ted, right?
It's got Marky Mark in it.
So Bliss. Well, you can watch your phone and sit there. Nope. Stay there, buddy. Stay. Did you leave your phones? Oh. Nope. Go that way. Wait.
I will be here. I will be watching, guys. I'm 100% here.
Oh, stop. Stop. Stop.
Me?
Stop. Stop. Naxos, stop. Stop. Naxos. Naxos, stop. 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 Stop.
Okay. How does it look for you on the screen?
Jesus.
Naxos, don't come back.
Asshole.
Nope. I was in it again. Anyways.
How's
it looking? I gotta go to the screen.
Fine. I'm looking at the screen right here. Looks fine. Chair probably is in the way, maybe. Okay, no, it's just that. You're good. It's fine.
I'm gonna have to sit on that side.
I could just
go over one.
I can give you my thing.
This is too long. Don't go fast. Don't go fast. Don't.
Yeah, just move over this way, I guess.
No, they're. You just want me to sit with you.
Oh, or you're just gonna sit there?
Yeah, I can sit over there. But you'd have to move.
Well, I was trying to, but then you said something, so I stopped moving.
Don't ever stop. Which shoulder do you want? Elevated.
Okay.
Oh, looks like the Damian Priest match is coming up next, guys. You're gonna be able to read the chair. Is it all confusing now? I put chairs up there so you can't get through. Hey, baby. He's not as anxious as he normally is.
Yeah. Or I have to see the chat too.
Fine. You can pull it all the way over if you. We're not using this.
Right. Here.
Cool. I think mine's turned up louder. I should switch back.
Mine? Oh.
It's yours. Because we're close enough, it's not going to matter.
So it's not all twisted up in it.
McGrath, stop. You're stressing him out, and he's already stressed him out. Come on, baby. Come on, handsome. Watch where you're walking, buddy. You can't lift his feet up and shit.
Right.
He just headbutted that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got Sheamus in there with Jeff Hardy and Damian, but Damian hasn't come out yet, correct?
Not that I've seen. I haven't seen him yet. What?
You need a real pillow here. I said 3 times.
No, fine. Let's see.
It's weird. I have my headpiece in the wrong ear. So it's all
I haven't switched mine
it's
yet.
all goofy.
I gotta catch up on chat. Sorry. Sophie says, so Bliss is a new version of both AJ Lee and Alicia Fox. Robbie says, is this a horror show? Alita says, thank you, Lily. Robbie says, I know Ted is short for Ed. Tom says, she's possessed. Tom says, Bliss is. Lila says, only one way to cure rabies. You saw Cujo and Old Yeller. Pew pew. Tom says, Bliss is now Lily. Alita says, Roman is next. Next, Sophie says Fox is going to air a King of the Ring special for 3 days in October, but no other details about it. Tom says almost 4,000 on TikTok. Cool, man. Sophie says Kayla and Paul is the most amazing feud right now. Alita says Kayla is super detective. Sophie says, I saw both Ted and Ted 2. Robbie says, Ayla is Ted your neighbor. Sophie says, D sounds like Vicky Guerrero when she was saying stop. Ayla says yes, and Ayla says he knows you, Robbie. Y'all were mates or pals or whatever. Robbie says, "Hello, what a voice on that chick." Sophie's like, "I like the first Ted movie a lot more than the sequel."
Oh,
Indicator says, "Great save with that catch, Travis. Did he used to play baseball or be a firefighter?" Indicator says, "The sun sets in the west." Just some useless information I thought I would throw out there because that's what I do. Alita says, "I can't wait to go to sleep. I've had 2 nights of insomnia." And Sophie says, "Good night, everybody." All right, Sophie, you going to bed? Okay, good night. Vindicator says, so this stream became the Extreme Doggy Wrangling Olympics over the course of 120 minutes, basically.
Trust me, it's been bad. Jeff Hardy's already been eliminated, basically.
Did he get thrown out by Sheamus or something?
Sheamus hit him with a big knee.
Oh, jeez. Before the match even started?
At the bell.
Oh, wow.
Bell rang, and he kicked him.
Film says, rest in peace, Lily. Pray with Kelly. Just find a little longer. My friend, it's all worth it in the end when you got nobody to turn to. Just hold on.
Is that a song?
I guess. The film says, thank you, Lily. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Lily. Ah, is that what they were saying? No. Naxos, no. I know, she's being weird.
I guess it is 2 surefire Hall of Famers, isn't it? I was like, Sheamus might be, but... And then I was like, oh, Jeff Hardy definitely is, so...
Oh.
But at first I was like, Jeff Hardy's... Oh, wait, never mind. He's a hell of a tag team wrestler.
Hall of Famer.
And he did okay as a singles wrestler.
Right. Alright, well, we had some excitement happen for the day.
Yeah, Damian Priest taking it right to... Oh, there's Hardy!
Jeff Hardy threw himself out of nowhere. We wouldn't have seen it except for the cameraman showed us the last part of it.
Right, it was a surprise. It was like an RKO out of nowhere. But it was actually just a Jeff Hardy out of nowhere.
Phone says, I know that my girl Bliss lost, but she's still my champion in my book and also in my heart.
Yep.
Nick here says, I love that it's easy to read the frustration on Delita's face when she is forced to read some jumbled up comments. Phil says Charlotte
she doesn't
Flair...
hide her facial expressions.
Charlotte Flair says, I just want to say congratulations. You are still WWE Raw Women's Champion. Yep. We're moving on from that, though, right? We're watching a triple threat match between Sheamus, Jeff Hardy,
basically
and Damian
an Extreme
Priest.
Rules match, and it's going to be our first one of the night. Even though they're not calling an Extreme Rules match, but you can do whatever you want, so it's got to be as extreme.
Right.
Priest over the top, right on Jeff's back. Watching one of these NXT superstars on the main roster. It's kind of crazy. But he is a champion already, too.
Mm-hmm.
And we know how that worked out for Belair and Ripley.
Roberto says, I can't believe Charlotte Flair did to Lily, but it was a good match. I want to see Bliss to win. A lot of people really want to see Bliss win, but I don't think it's quite ready for her to win yet.
I think that there's still some storyline going on there. Either she's going to change or she's going to change. Either way.
Change or change. Change is happening. I smell it in the air like fall. Damian just threw Jeff Hardy around.
With a Falcon Arrow.
And Sheamus was like,
punches him right in the face.
He's like, I'll save you.
The European uppercut.
It's like, have a hit to the face.
Sheamus out to the floor. Pulls Priest from behind. Stop. Carrying like a baby. Right into a power slam.
Oh,
head first right into the ring post. Big words.
Yeah.
It'll come to me.
Phil says, I think there are rumors that as Bliss will come back better than ever.
Hopefully she can come back and win a championship again. That just might not be in the cards, though. They might be pushing Shayna Baszler. Magara. That is absolutely not. Stop. Hey. Not you.
Oh, poor Jeff.
Jeff Hardy, the third wheel.
Sheamus is like, how dare you take my glory away from me? Vindicator says, where's my boy Naxos? Is he asleep?
No, he's pacing.
He had a seizure, Vindicator, so now he's pacing like a madman.
He just paces. Pace.
Roberto says, but hey, I have Bliss Lily doll. Sweet, man. Good for you.
Well, she might need her to possess that doll.
Film says, how would you book Finn Balor as the WWE United States champion?
Probably wanted just like the normal open challenge every week type guy. He's super babyface. It would work.
Right.
And then somebody come down, give him a hell of a fight, and then he'd become the demon.
Film says, I don't want Finn Balor on losing more matches.
I don't like the idea of it.
No.
Naxos.
Good boy.
Go that way with him. He broke his neck. He broke his nose again.
He did?
That's what he just said.
Oh.
How many people break their nose and are back the next week?
Well, he did have his mask on that one match, and then he had a bloody nose.
Going clubbering.
I guess it could have been broken.
Oh, Damian stopped it. Mid-club.
He gave him a counter.
Oh, shit,
he fell down.
Damian Priest fell down.
That's hilarious.
Hella uncoordinated right there. Look, he going clubbering.
And then he fell down again.
Sheamus like, no.
Oh,
Jeff Hardy flying double drop kick.
Will you grab that apple
dip? All right, they're going toe-to-toe. Jeff Hardy, Sheamus, right in the center of the squared circle. Jeff Hardy takes him down. Just a shoulder block. Double leg drop. Drop kick. A big splash. 1, 2, and... Hardy almost lost right there.
Mm-hmm.
That Russian leg sweep.
Damian better get back in this.
Here it comes. 1, 2. Oh, Damian with the save. Damian back on his feet first. Goes after Jeff, but Jeff still has a little bit of offense left in him. Jeff's kicking everybody's trash right now. Going up top. A twist of faith. Taking everybody out. Whisper in the wind. 1, 2, and... So close. Lucky late. Super weird.
Mm-hmm.
They killed it. The 2-for-1 special. All right. Nothing. What, nothing.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
It's not me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jeff Hardy. Picked up. He's going to get slammed down.
Mm-hmm.
And down. Alabama slam. 1, 2, and... No. Jeff Hardy kicks out.
Dylan says, okay, I have to go, but I enjoyed this live stream. Had a good time. Love the entertainment. Have laughter and smiles. Just want to say thank you and good night to Wrestling Gab.
Appreciate you, bud.
Thanks
for joining us.
Have a great night, bud.
Look at that. Sitting down on him.
Don't be too creepy
Texas
about those
Global
armpits, man.
Got to see a lot of armpits tonight. And there's still a couple more coming up. Little Texas cloverleaf. Is that what that is? That's what it looks like.
He tapped his butt. Isn't he done?
We can get him to tap.
What happened to Sheamus' face thing? He lose it again?
He always loses it, yeah.
Who tore it off this time?
I didn't watch it. Probably Damian. There's no rope break. He's going to have to tap. Oh, no. Damian slowly, methodically walking his way over. He's ripping at that face. He's going right after the nose. He's picking on Sheamus' only weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Sheamus is like weeks away from becoming a nobody. If he doesn't win the championship back, what is he? Just a guy? White noise. 1, 2, and Jeff Hardy with the save. The twist of faith. Right there, right in the center of the ring. Is this where he's going to win it? Damian's going to beat him right here. That'll hurt your ears. Pick him up. No! Jeff turned it around.
And then fell down.
They keep falling down. They're very uncoordinated.
Mm-hmm. No, if they're just falling down or slipping.
Bam! Like a stunner.
Oh, he's getting serious. He's taking off his clothes.
He's going up top. This is it, guys.
Jeff is serious. He took off his clothes.
You know when a guy's serious when he takes off his shirt. I mean, you know, in Ric Flair's case, it's when he takes out his dick. But either way, it's serious time.
Very serious.
All right, Sheamus going up top. Fantastic. He's going to come off the top. Is he going to land it? Or is Damian going to move? He's celebrating too much. Not going to... Oh, he did land it.
He's making fun of Jeff Hardy.
2, and... Damian kicks out. Fantastic match.
Walter's out for the night. Bye, Walter.
See you, Walt.
He says, okay, bye, guys. See you Monday for Raw.
We will be here.
I can catch you one next day. All right, sweet Walter. See you tomorrow.
2 days in a row. Are you not entertained, Saxed?
Does Byron Saxton even know how to be entertained? He's just sort of like a lump on a log.
He is. That's exactly what he is.
That's all he does. He just doesn't do anything.
Not a lot to do.
Talk?
What's he going to do here? Bam, just drove him down into the mat.
Uh-oh. And...
So close. Swanton off the top.
Hurry, Jeff, go get somebody. They're all just laying there on the ground.
But he doesn't have enough. He can't get there.
You don't have no juice.
No intestinal fortitude. Listen to that crowd. Hardy, Hardy,
Hardy.
He became the crowd favorite. Oh, that hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that just doesn't feel good, no matter who you are. That dude's gonna feel that when he's 60.
Why does my back hurt?
Oh yeah, Twisted Fate. Swanton.
I remember that.
You remember that last Swanton? Yeah. Damian missed. Jeff Hardy. Oh, that was the twist of fate. Oh, Damian got him with that big boot. Here it is, guys. It's over.
Sheamus is nowhere to be seen yet.
It's over.
Oh, there's Sheamus. Oh.
Bro kick.
Bro kick.
Oh. He won it. Jeff Hardy won it. No. So close. Oh, rolls him up.
And he kicked out. Poor Jeff. He almost had it.
Yeah, here's Damian. He's going to end it right here. See? Wow. A fucking roll up. Out of all the ways to write the ending of that, just have him pin him.
Right.
Normal. With a finisher, for crap's sakes. Ah! Fantastic match. Shitty ending. I'm glad that Damian won. I picked him to win, but it's just how he won.
Mm-hmm.
He should just hit him with his move.
He should.
Jeff was out.
He had all the time in the world to do it. Anyways, we have Kamara McCone in the chat.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us. Make sure you're subscribing if you're not already.
How is it going? Watching the pay-per-view? Did you just watch Damian Priest retain his championship?
That bro kick right there, and then so Damian should have hit him right there with his little crucifix, whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called, but the Saint Arrow. I don't know what it's called. But fan-damn-tastic. Jeff Hardy and Damian Priest hugging each other. Damian needs to kick him. They're like, we love baby faces.
Barf.
Now he's bowing to people. Sheamus is all sorts of pouty.
As he should be. He's a bad guy.
Jeff Hardy's doing his arrow shoot.
I know. Jeff Hardy's all up in Damian Priest's butthole. He's like, let me lick it for you. I love you so much.
Good. Smells nice.
That's almost what it reminds me of when they do that kind of stuff. It's like, what the fuck?
That's
Seriously?
your competitor, not your friend.
Right?
Your friend's in the back, not in the ring.
Happy birthday, Damian Priest. Call me.
Getting people's phone numbers. Now Big E gonna answer.
You're not your damn man. I'm gonna help you find it.
First match of the night, maybe?
Mm.
Is that what Big E's saying? Shouldn't that be the final?
He can't.
They're going to start doing
stuff.
AEW shit. Do the big fight first.
He can't main event anything. Lamo. El Lamo.
Look how bright it is. Look how dark it is outside.
You're way behind.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, I don't know where you're at, but
I'm like,
you're way behind.
I don't know why I went backwards. Either way, it does not matter.
It doesn't.
How many matches we got left? 2?
No.
You, you don't have any marked off. Oh, you're circling them? Obviously, we got the man next, and then we got Roman after that, right?
Yeah.
Do me a fave.
We have the SmackDown Women's Championship and the Universal Championship left.
Do me a huge favor. Give me that computer.
This one?
It is plugged in. This takes a second to grow.
Do I have to unplug it?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want cords coming across.
Could have put it on the table.
That's where that's going. So. You're disgusting and you should be ashamed of yourself. Let's face it, honey. Liv Morgan takes a lot laying down, but she's not going to take that.
She almost cried there.
I thought she lost on Friday.
She did.
They just said she's on a hot streak.
She's on a hot streak of against Carmella, maybe, but not Zelina. Looks like we are going to get the Raw Women's match up next, everybody. Belair and Becky Lynch, who is the champion.
Don't do that.
Why does it say let's finish setting up your device?
I don't know. It's right when I need to use it.
Skip for now. It's on the very left. No thanks. Why did it, reset itself?
I don't know.
It's weird. That's a computer. You should give to that guy to see if he can fix it. Not stupid.
I already reset it once.
Well, it's resetting itself again, though. It's weird.
Nothing's
happening in the chat, and we just have Bianca Belair against Becky Lynch, and they're just doing some highlights now. This is what happened when Becky first showed back up. What? And Belair was just like, oh my god. And she hit her.
Yeah, it just said that I needed to do an update, so I did an update. Should have looked, I guess. I just trusted that it would just be normal.
No thanks.
Next, I guess. It's the only option.
I guess pin the office app to your taskbar.
I don't know what it is. Is it important?
No, it's just cloud settings and stuff like that. Crazy. Okay, you're all done. Everybody excited for this women's match? Anybody out there in the chat still? You guys still awake out there? I know a lot of people might be working tomorrow and it's late for you guys over on the East Coast. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
You guys ready for this? Who do you think's going to win, everybody? You guys got Bianca getting the title back, or do you think Becky's going to retain it?
Everybody left at the same time. We've never had anybody just bolt.
It's just gone.
Wonder if it was my negativity.
No.
It's got to be something.
Crazy.
I didn't make a wallpaper for that one. Or I'd just do it now. You know what I mean? Might as well.
This is basically the co-main event. Co-main event is happening, guys.
Oh my god, I clicked on that 5 minutes ago. It doesn't open.
Doodaloo, doodaloo. Oh, she thought she was so cool. And then she got another Bucksploder in her own hometown.
Why aren't they starting the fucking match?
They have to tell you everything that happened. Nobody will know. And poor Alita, who has her insomnia, she's still there.
Hey, Alita.
Hopefully she's able to get some sleep tonight. And he was like, I'm here. I just had to help The children. Ew, you had to help her spawn? That's disgusting. Lily's like, just getting ready for bed.
Right?
Ready to get all snuggled up so you can go to bed and sleep. Get some sleep. Do some deep breathing exercises. That might help you sleep. Think of one word and one word only while you breathe. Sleep.
Sleep.
Sleep. Sleep. Sleep. Keep your mind on just that word. You'll go to sleep real fast.
The est.
Coming out. Flipping her hair around like she don't care.
Because she don't.
Got some EST people out there ready for her. They're all excited.
The est.
The est is happening. Cole is talking about the draft happening.
Let it happen. Let it rain.
Ooh, the last time that she could make up for doing it because of the draft coming up. That's what they're talking about over on the sidelines of the commentator booth. Kayla's like, I think your comic thing I found. I love it. All right. Alita says, sleep.
Let it happen. Let it rain.
Totally electric.
All right, we got Bianca out there. Half the crowd likes her, half the crowd doesn't. Wait for this pop here. And the crowd loves her. They're supposed to be booing her. She's been trying to get the crowd to boo her, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
This is a fantastic outfit.
She's like, I'm going to be like Seth and wear weird shit.
I was going to wear Seth's suit, but I decided to wear this instead.
Cheap shot.
I don't feel like it was a cheap shot. She just smacked her in the face and then rock bottom.
As it should be. That person's like, I sure hope you're a good loser, Belair. Vindicator says, what's happening? Why the chat goes so quiet? I guess most people bedtimes are earlier on weekends. It is a Sunday, Vin.
Tomorrow's work day.
People do have to work on Mondays sometimes. Ayla says you might have to download the app. It's free, though. Oh, I have to download an app to see this comic? What? Ridiculous. Old Becky coming out down to the ring, showing off her belts, all the corners.
And she's in white, all white.
She's in white.
Some sort of jacket.
Very gold-studded jacket. Lots of studs on it. The SmackDown Women's Championship! Woo! It's happening.
I love how they have the crowd noise and not one person in the crowd's cheering. You're like... She's like, somebody cheer for me. They showed the big crowd, but they move it as they do it. I hear boos. And that's what we figured we'd get. And there's your cheers. Boo.
John says, back in the chat saying, go back.
Go Bexploda.
Go Becky. Man.
The man slam. And that's what we're going to see here in a little bit. The man slam and a 1, 2, 3.
It possibly will last a little longer than that, right?
I'm shooting for 26 seconds. If she can just get 26 seconds.
Ayla says it's called Webtoons. The comic is called Everything is Fine. It's creepy and mysterious. Ravi says Belair gonna get burnt. Lita says I wouldn't trust that white. EST. No, I didn't say.
Becky EST. Becky EST.
Ah.
Look at Becky reaching out that olive branch again. So you guys, we are already over 26 seconds. Bianca has got her personal best. She almost got hit with it again. Oh, that time she got hit hard in the earring. That's it. It's her finisher. Bianca almost finished it. Becky wisely rolls to the outside. It's well after 26, Michael.
She almost beat her at 26 seconds, just like the man did to her. And it's like, yeah, but Becky knows better.
All right, they're going to lock back up. Becky's getting in the ring. Bianca's just going to let her in. Come flying at her with a kick. Misses. Let's go, Becky. Go, Becky. EST. Let's go, Becky. Let's go,
Piccola's
Becky.
in the chat. Hey, Piccola.
It is fantastic match
Says,
right now.
hey, guys, just came home from the Sunday Fun Day. What did I miss? Everything.
The whole pay-per-view. There's 2 matches left.
But you're just in time for the Becky show. Yeah, you are. You are just in time for that one.
And you will get to see the Demon.
The co-main event's happening right now.
Becky, break that arm. So close.
Robbie says, Bexploder and have done with it. We don't get paid by the hour. We're thinking
Becky's not strong enough to throw her into the ropes, but she's strong enough to throw Becky around.
Ooh.
Becky getting manhandled.
Mm.
You have the power of Bianca. That's a body slam, Michael. The power slams when you go down with them. 1, 2, and...
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can't see what's happening in the little corner. There we go. Now we're back.
Nothing. They were showing the replay, but they hadn't really done any of their moves. They were slowly getting up to their feet doing things.
The crowd is still chanting it. Let's go, Becky. EST. Most of the crowd does it. Both of them, by the way. Let's go, Becky. EST.
Yeah.
Yes, Becky is the prettiest.
It says, LOD loving this match. Oh, totally. It's favorite one of the night so far.
All right, so I watched that before. She did that in Europe. So this is exactly what's happening. If Becky grabs her title right here and leaves, it's exactly what happened in Europe.
Between them?
Yeah. Yeah, why would you say what she's thinking?
That was rude.
See, now she's going to come out and get her.
Mm-hmm.
See, it looked like she's going to run off. Exactly what happened in Europe.
Between them?
Yeah, they wrestled like Wednesday.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I was just seeing how close it was to the same exact match. It is not. It's a little bit different, but some of the same stuff going on.
I see.
Oh, it's neck breaker. That's natural selection,
that's a bit
basically.
trippy, switching seats, right?
Isn't it?
People
We're all backwards.
Oh, yeah, how come you swap sides?
Because the dog had a seizure.
He's a little weird. He's very attached to Travis. And
so I had to be closer to him. And this is the way to the house. There's a wall right there. And he tried to come through this way, and then the camera almost fell over.
Yeah, he had problems. He's taking a nap now, though.
Which is just weird. Kind of freaks me out a little bit more. Bianca fighting her way back onto her feet.
Yeah, but when he's had him at night and he's went back to sleep, he usually is a little bit better. You said when he's had a nap afterwards. I think it resets his brain.
Yeah, that's honestly what it feels like. It's not good. It's not healthy.
Probably says, don't be rude, haha. Who's being rude? Feels like just in case Travis needs to tend to the dogs, I'd assume.
Yeah. He's right here sleeping. Right here.
That general direction.
Oh, Becky moved.
Ouch.
She went to sit on her.
Belair moved, so Becky.
She doesn't have that big butt. Belair does.
Or Naya.
Right?
My whole...
Look at the power of this woman. Becky's wisely using that hair. The only problem is Becky has long hair too. I don't know why you would use hair if you've got hair. And her hair's all over the place.
Right? It's not as putting a fancy braid.
It's not in all one spot. You shut your faces.
You shut your faces.
Cheer for the champ.
Cheer for the champ.
And they did.
Because Puppy is not the one who stayed at the vet. Ayla said no other one. Yeah. Yeah, Pickle, it's the other one. The one that has seizures.
Yeah, it's our healthy dog.
Probably like a little D with power. LOL. Yes, power. Power! Power!
All right, Becky. Takes one right to the chin.
Disney Robin Hood cartoon.
Right.
Power. Power.
Into the corner. Bianca. Becky moves. Becky just out wrestling her.
Kicking her, punching her, throwing
Explode
her.
Yeah,
quickly covering her like she's supposed to. Doing what she's supposed to do. Is she really worried though? It's like they have 3. One can't walk well, one has seizures, and the other was at the vet and can't walk at all.
Yeah.
That's what you need to put on the end of that sentence, Ayla. I was like, D, you nerd.
Yeah, he was in the vet for 16 days and got his hips worn to the skin, or to the muscle. He has no skin on his hips. On one of them, at least. The other one has a little membrane over it.
It continues to feel.
Go, Becky. Yes, too. That chant keeps going. At some point, Becky has to get on the rope so she can gorilla press her. Look at this. Snap suplex. Bianca doing fantastic. She just can't get on top. She can't catch up. If she could catch up, she could get in front, but she can't catch up.
They're both being counted out because they're both laying down.
Yep.
They're both having a nap.
Might go to a 10 count.
Probably says this match is great. EST getting cooked up. Always, right? Cooked.
See, and Becky even gets up first. That's what I'm saying. She can't get... It's fine. It's not going anywhere. Oh, shit. Big elbow by Bianca. Becky comes right after.
Oh.
Bianca might get in front here. There it comes. Michael's calling it the same way. Mr. Cole.
Do we have wolves in the neighborhood?
I guess there's a pack of wild dogs.
A pack of wild wolves happening in our neighborhood right now.
That was nuts. Look at the... Look at her. Just holding her there. Like Bobby Lashley.
Like wiggling her toes.
Bam. Vertical suplex. All right. Keep watching. This is dumb. 2, 3, 4. My grandpa used to call them dummies when they do this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, usually something bad happens to you.
Like this? Let go.
In the world?
Let go, Becky.
Boom. Loose Thez press. Damn, I'll get it. It's easy for me to say. Luthez. Luthez. Or Spinebuster.
Becky should have just let go.
Right?
She would have fell on her butt and been like, that wasn't part of it. She could have been like, meh.
Whatever. It worked. When I got punched in the face, it worked. Everything I do works. All right, they're slowing down a little bit. I think both women are tiring out.
Right?
All right, Becky up top. Crossbody picks her up. Bianca just going to stand up with her. That's a human being she's carrying like a baby. Man, fall away slam. 1, 2, and Becky wisely pushes on her leg. Bianca.
That's Bianca.
That's that inexperience right there.
Bianca had more of a hindrance, right?
Right.
And Robbie says EST is so annoying.
That right there. That's her inexperience. In the middle of the ring, pouting instead of doing offense.
Mm-hmm. She shouldn't have to regroup. She should already have her plan in place. She shouldn't be waiting. Is this the gorilla press area?
It's going to happen right here. No, it's not.
Oh.
There, see?
Oh,
it's right here.
Punched her.
So here's the gorilla press. Look at the power. Gorilla press is another human being. You don't see this in the women's division often.
She got down though. Oh.
Rolls her through.
Rolls her up. And puts her in a hold.
Yeah, it's the disarmer her.
And,
she'll get there.
There's a rope. Ah, she
made it to the ropes. Look at she had a hang coming out of her.
Right?
I was like, what the fuck?
I was like, damn, that rope. Poor EST fraud. Oh.
He's telling us it's almost over.
He's like, it's moments away.
It is, too.
Moments away.
At least in the European match. This is going a little longer than that one did, but...
It's moments away!
Becky's just going to pull her head off.
Something.
Bianca might not want Lynch on the outside. You can't win the title on the outside.
No.
Oh, this is going to hurt. Oh, Becky! Wisely slams her right into the stairs.
Dang. Lita's like, them long legs.
Becky going up top? This is dumb.
Mm-hmm.
This is just dumb.
Robbie wanted Becky to break her arm. Break it!
Leg drop off the top, but it doesn't matter. You're not going to bend it with a leg drop.
Right? You gotta work out a little more than that. 2? What do you mean 2? That's ridiculous.
Is Bianca going to win this?
Robbie's like, do you feel that? Did you feel it? You felt it, Robbie?
I feel like Bianca's going to do something fantastic right here.
Possibly.
Uh-oh. Guillotine. Guillotine!
Ooh.
You're not going to beat her with a guillotine. Becky's going to get frustrated because she's trying to pin her with commons.
She's going to have to do a move that'll make sense.
That reminds me of the big girl over on AEW. That's her finisher.
Oh, okay. Says now you felt it. I didn't feel anything.
Couldn't think of the name. The name. All right, Becky working her way back up to her feet. But the crowd that's kind of fizzled.
Uh-huh.
They're like, we don't give a shit in the match.
Right?
We want to see the demon.
They're like, this is stupid.
Oh, she went for that. There it is. It's over.
Oh.
Becky rolls her through.
Ooh.
Bianca's got that blocked. Woo! If she can get it locked, she's so strong she can probably just pick her up and there's Becky's up there.
She's like, get me up here.
Oh. Bam. Oh, so close.
Robbie's like, Becky killing it. Alita says showing what would happen if she had time to get ready. She should have already been ready, Alita, the first time around. She's a champion, remember? Or was one.
You never get
Piccolo says
by the unexpected.
Piccolo says, I wonder if Jade Cargill will ever be this good. Like maybe 35 to 45% of Bianca would be sweet.
Yeah, I like that bitch.
I'm not a big fraction.
What are those called? But Jesus Christ, he says.
But Jesus Christ. Those fractions. Terrible math.
All right, this is where champions show up. So we'll see if Bianca's a champion or not. It's late. It's the fourth quarter. This is the game-winning drive right here.
It's game and it's winning.
This is where Ric Flair was at his best.
At the end?
Yeah, when everybody was tired.
He had to dig down deep for his manness.
He just turned it on. Start helicoptering that dick. Just kidding. He wouldn't
Gotta be the man.
And she says she's the man. Wouldn't her hair count as...
I would think so. I was just going to say that.
No, she blocked it. Rolls her through. Disarm her. She's going to tap. No, she's going to get out again. Why do they keep doing all these close finishes?
I don't know. Because they think it's cool, I guess.
Bianca going to pick her up. She's helping. Oh, yeah. This was on the European one, too. She has to be held still.
Mm-hmm.
This is her finisher. It's Sasha! Sasha Banks interfered!
Who said that? Somebody said that.
Yeah.
Did you say that, too? Yeah. Somebody said that in our chat, too. So, Sasha did come out and start beating up on Bianca. Uh-oh. So does that mean, though, they're going to have a feud, or is that just going to mean that Sasha's going to go after
It depends on what Becky does right here. Because Becky could easily come back in and hit her, and then it's a triple threat.
Oh, she should just leave.
She should.
She should just go out of the ring and walk away.
Becky's in there. Now, remember, these two were part of the Four Horsewomen.
Luna's like, what?
Becky's
Robbie's like, no one
title,
wants to see that. And Robbie says, Sasha, decent. Did she just give her a thumbs up?
Yeah, she's like this.
She's like...
She's holding her precious. She's like... Becky already was a fan favorite.
Yeah, you knew
there
that
it is.
Was going to happen.
Triple threat.
That's
so it's setting up a triple threat. Oh, shit! Backstabber.
Pickle's like, Sasha, how could you? Well, you know she had to come back at some point.
She's cured.
Not sure why.
Backstabber on Becky
would even stay around. Just silliness.
Do you have two uber heels like that on one show, or is she going to get drafted to Raw?
I don't know.
But I mean, at this point, it's starting the feud, so they got to finish it.
Maybe. Robbie's like, good. She cost the EST the match. Now Hasten Kauflesia says, in the eye? No. She didn't hit her in the eye. She just smacked her. Alita says she did. Looks great.
Almost right across the eye.
Yeah, I mean, she smacked her pretty good right there. Anyway, so that was the co-main event, guys. We had Sasha come down and made the match go disqualification. So Becky retains, and Bianca